Or fry an egg. You know.
I feel like frying an egg would be kind of hard.
Egg?
Yeah.
Egg goop.
Egg goop.
Eggs are delicious.
Egg goop.
Damn it, of
Egg
course.
goop. Oh my god.
Of course, I'm crispy again.
Yeah, well, you got too close to the sun, right? And then you got crispy. That's how it works. Ohio Ootori! Welcome to this week's D&D stream. I am once again joined by the squad. Yes, Miyu is here. It's actually a miracle. Hello to everybody. First, before we get into things, a few announcements. God, I feel like I need to be like writing these down. Well, the first one is that Valentine's Day, super cool collab. Make sure you're gonna be there. I actually will also be doing a very, very secret upload. I don't know if it's gonna be an upload or a stream. There's definitely gonna be the regular collab and something else is gonna come, but it's gonna be great. Make sure to check out the song I uploaded last week, I think. I worked super hard on it. Well, okay, that's a lie. I worked moderately hard on it. It was for my 100 subscriber on YouTube, which isn't quite true anymore. That's okay. Celebration, and it's not like I'm going to retroactively take it down. So, now that we are here, Miyu, why don't you start since you've been missing for like 10 years?
Hello everyone. My name is Sugimoto Miyu. I am an accountant and cat girl. I'd love for you to visit me in my office sometime at twitch.tv.miyu_ch.
Did you almost say moist critical?
No.
I can understand.
I would do the same thing.
Understandable. Twitch.tv/moist critical. Okay. All right. Wim, you're next.
Yeah. I'm Wim. I have the ring, which is not spinning. Now it is. And I'm on YouTube at YouTube/C/WimCH. I got my own custom link. Ooh, it's very fancy.
Let's go.
Yeah. I do. I got games. I got a giveaway going on Twitter. Sometimes I post there too. It's a good time. Some got our first Skev fan art. It's like
yeah. Well, you have like 3 pieces of fan art now, right? Like there was the one that was like that real dynamic one where you had like blood on your face.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that one was
so,
really
so that one was by oh my god, by Kite. Yeah. And I feel so bad because like the name never pops in my head immediately. Like I can picture them clearly, but the name never pops up immediately. But yeah, Kite did that. It was absolutely fantastic. There's the gender bend one, which was my first Skeb. That's from a while ago though. And then there's the one that just came out, which is my first Skeb since then because they take forever.
Yeah, and much like a lot of the Hololive talents, your chest just gets bigger every time somebody draws you.
It's pretty crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, Weeb, you're next. All right, good job.
He's
Psychic,
dead.
go ahead. I think he's muted, but
Hi.
he doesn't know it.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
My
right.
name. Oh, okay. We can go first.
No. Go ahead and interrupt him because he's stupid.
No, I want my friend King Weeb to go first.
Okay,
Thank
fine.
you, Psychic. Okay, hey, I'm King Weeb. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter. King Weeb, the IV. I've been playing a lot of Dishonored in Minecraft weekly.
All right, and then Mr. Psychic.
Hello. My name is Psychic. I am just filling in. I don't have a stream to plug, but you can find me on OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/psychic. Okay.
I'm gonna go double check
Very
this
nice.
like right now. Hold on.
You know
Hold
what?
on.
With a simple URL like that, I guarantee it exists. Hold on.
It's probably, yeah.
It
Some kind of,
probably
some
exists.
kind of psychic
Probably some
sex worker.
tarot OnlyFans.
Yeah,
oh my
tarot
God.
sex worker.
What an
Oh,
icon.
looking it up.
here he is.
It exists.
No posts were found though.
They have a website though.
I'll
Supernatural
email them and see if I can take that
Supernatural
handle.
self-care. Yeah, so this
Oh?
stream is sponsored by supernaturalselfcare.com.
I can
Feel,
probably make a lot of
heal,
money.
real supernatural self-care.
Oh my god. Listen, my website's mission is to help people with my psychic intuition and empathic energy, but also help develop their third eye for daily peace of mind. This
Ayo.
person is crazy. Look at that.
Have
Hey,
you
could
ever
What?
felt
Could-
like
could you-
you
could
knew
you
in
send me
your
that?
heart
Could you
the
send me that,
answer,
please?
but was led astray? Have you ever felt
need it
like
for,
you wasted
research.
so much time on fantasy when all you wanted was to know the truth? No one was being honest with you. Well, that's over. Your future's spotless. It's your choice, not fate. What
Oh
you
my
do
God.
with it. Oh, okay, I'm done. All right. That's enough of
I'm
that.
bookmarking this. I'm bookmarking this website.
I'm gonna email them and ask if I can have.
The URL.
Yeah, let me know what their tarot
Crazy.
card rates are.
Oh
will.
my god. You know, I can
Put a
theoretically
review
do.
about my Google.
I don't do tarot readings, but maybe I should. I could probably make money off of that. Anyway,
You do
we've
tarot?
distracted enough.
No,
Okay,
he
we're gonna- we'll
explicitly
talk
said
about
that he
later.
doesn't.
I want to.
No,
I want to. I'm
you
learning.
want to? I see. We'll talk
I
about
do
this later.
I do tarot card readings ish.
They're not hard.
They
I
they
just
are
don't know what
not
any of them
difficult, but okay.
Interesting.
You, I thought you knew that. Okay. Well,
I'm sorry?
nothing. Never mind. I'm just being stupid at this rate.
Anyway,
All right. Anyway,
usual.
let's talk
Okay.
about our characters now. My character is a old woman who is a warlock, and she loves pseudo dragons, living and killing people.
in reverse order then. How about Weeb? You go next.
Oh, cool. I'm not sure there's much I could really say. Highly religious war cleric that likes to bonk things.
I'm sorry. Could you pronounce it correctly next time? Thank you. Wim.
Shut up.
No.
I got the spinny ring, and I make things with my hands. Make gadgets.
And then me.
I'm Scratch. I'm a stupid, bumbling idiot, and I like to steal things.
Jesus.
Kleptomaniac.
It's true, isn't it? I'm also a maniac.
Well,
Well, we are
okay.
going on a
You're just a brain
kleptomaniac
maniac, too.
mission.
Yeah. This is like your time to shine. You know.
Ayo.
Don't forget though, after you get the eggs, they go in the bag.
Oh,
We're gonna make a
my-
scrambled
Alright.
egg. Yeah.
So speaking of, who wants to
delicious breakfast.
recount what happened last time?
Please.
You lose a level each time you mention taking a dump in the bag of holding.
Fuck.
Bruh.
Bruh.
We're going to fill the bag not only with dragon eggs, but with essence of whim, in solid form.
Shut up.
To whim.
I hate that.
I've
Yeah, that's-
circumvented it.
Horrible.
That's pretty cursed. What else happened in that session, Wim?
We snuck past some dudes. We convinced them that we were cultists.
We.
Prisoner. Yeah, I'll take credit for it. I was there.
You were indeed there.
You were
This is
there.
we.
Unless
I was
you
the
want
one
to tell
that
the story
snatched
yourself,
that dead
Psychic.
guy's. I was the one that snatched that dead guy's pin right out of his body and caused a fountain of blood and guts. Remember
pretty metal.
that?
Yeah.
I do vaguely remember that.
It was gratuitous. He described it for upwards of 30 minutes.
What? No, I didn't. I described it for an upwards of 1 minute, sure.
Let it
He
happen.
went full critical role on it. I'm telling you.
Let
Oh
it happen.
God!
Let it
Yeah.
happen.
So you take out his skull, right? And then you hear like, oh, all right, that's my best Matt Mercer impression. All right. Well, the only part that you missed is that you guys are right inside the raider camp. You know,
We did take a long rest.
yes, you did take a long rest. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I had to position the observer screen. So, as I mentioned before, this is kind of the start of the camp, and way back here is the cavern that you were told holds the eggs. Now, there's a number of things that obviously you can't see on the map that exist, so I would ask that you move 30 feet is too little. I would say in increments of about 60 feet.
I don't know how to draw those lines. I've
So
been
I-
operating without them.
If you go to the tool thing on the left and you pick up the one that's got like a ruler inside of a circle,
Oh. Uh-huh.
yeah, and then you just left click and drag.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's fun. I'm brown.
You can right click to drop another point and then go off from there.
That's
Where we
how.
going?
That's so fun. Okay. So as the leader of the party, we're gonna go. We're going 50 feet at a time or 60?
60.
Okay. I think we should just go 60 feet.
Yeah,
I'm the one with the badge, so I'm the one leading the way.
Make sure you guys are more or less moving in marching order. Let me do that.
Now, I do want to know if the party
Keep your
wants us
spot
to
in line.
stop. We could stop by some of these encampments and see what's going on, but I don't know that information would be terribly useful to us.
No, it'll probably just be, oh hey, there's cultists and kobolds here, and now they're curious why we're poking around in the tents.
I suppose that's true. Let's follow the path.
Help the chosen one. And then we become Anakin. Wait.
All right, and before the whole party moves on, give me just a minute.
On a
'cause
trip.
I have
You're
to
our favorite
read.
rocket ship.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll roll
okay.
initiative.
No. I
Kidding.
just had to make sure because there is a few things that occur, but they're like time sensitive, so I needed to ensure. So this is like the top of the day. The cultists have already left to go back into Greenest, or at least most of them. However, there are a sizable amount of cultists here. There aren't like a specific number that I could give you because the short answer is lots.
Wow.
Yeah. However, most of them appear to just like not really regard you all that much. It seems like, you know, even though you have quite a few people who are again in chains, if I recall correctly. I believe that includes Wim and no, Wim has the robes.
I'm in
the
robes.
It's Annabelle, Weeb, and you
Scratch.
should. Well, it is possible for Scratch to just stealth his way through if he so desires, though of course failure might be a little bizarre.
Real quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
I have I have my alchemy jug. I only double check the amount.
Yep.
Jug.
Also, those of you that prepare spells per day, make sure that you have your spells like appropriately prepared and all that stuff. And then
Yeah. So
for you, Wim, you have the alchemy jug, and what's the other invocation? Bag of holding?
I mean, I'm maintaining a bag of holding.
Oh, okay. I said invocation. I meant, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
So that means
And I mean, all the like my spells are just prepared already. Yeah. Okay.
I gotcha.
So alchemy jug. If I make it oil, I get a quart.
Yep.
How many tents can I circle with oil? With that much.
With
oil?
a quart, a singular quart.
Yes.
Well, if you see the scale of the map, I don't think you can fill, 250 feet of space under a quart. However,
how thick would it be?
well,
Probably-
so that's really what it comes down to.
How deep do you want it to be?
These tents are already flammable as it is, right? Which I assume is where your idea comes from.
Say again?
I assume your idea is to set these things on fire, right?
Yeah. So if we need to during our escape, I was thinking that.
I will tell you, these tents are already flammable.
Right. But, I would like I'm thinking that I might make like a trail of oil that kind of goes, for example, like something that's just thick enough, like hold on, where is it? For example, if I were to put like a little bit of oil, where the hell is it? Okay, like right here, right, and like there, and then like here.
I would say you have about 100 feet worth
100 feet of
oil.
All right, probably not worth it then. I was thinking I could have like a trail, and then I could we could hit with like fire, or I could use like a match or something. And set them all on fire.
It's just
Actually, it would be 30 feet.
Is it?
I just calculated it. 30
Okay.
feet if you just did a trail.
because
one quart
a
in
quart is
cubic
not
centimeters,
huge.
And then if you have like 1 centimeter deep and 1 centimeter wide as a trail, which obviously it wouldn't even be that. It would probably be a little.
Well, so I
It
would
would probably work
imagine
out.
I would imagine that with his galaxy brain, he doesn't actually like dump the whole thing out into a consistent trail. It's just like a splotch here, and here.
If he had a galaxy brain, he wouldn't do that
Why?
because that would be very ineffective.
Would it though? Because I mean,
Well, what? Wait, hold on. What is this trail to do? I thought he was going to light it on fire.
It's essentially a big fuse, so that we can light it, and then it'll race down and start lighting a ton of tents on fire.
okay, give
That
me a
was my
second.
thought.
Yeah, give me a second. Give me a
Okay,
second. I know
use your
how.
galaxy brain for something else. I don't know.
I know how to resolve this. Okay, nice. All right, so unfortunately, it recently rained,
Okay.
so the grass is wet and stuff.
Well, oil wouldn't matter for the oil though. It doesn't actually matter. It's oil.
It is oil. Okay, well, either way, honestly, I
But the tents
should,
wouldn't catch.
I
That's
should
the
know better
problem.
than this.
The tents wouldn't catch.
The tents won't catch as easily. That is definitely for sure. But either way,
I think this plan is stupid, so I'm going to do
Yeah,
anything in my power to
it's
stop
not
it
gonna be
from
it's not gonna be effective enough to be warranted.
hot's very in diameter. Okay, you may continue. Most of you, with your passive perceptions, can pretty easily hear, like, cultists kind of just talking about various things. You see a lot of kobolds, like, especially around where you are. These sets of tents, these ones, and it looks like these ones all contain kobolds. Like, all of them. And
I'm
they're
starting to wonder. I don't think we're going to be able to fight our way out of this one, are we?
No,
well.
we are most
No,
definitely
you know
not.
what? I can set like this big tent or like a couple tents on fire, and then use it as a distraction for us to get out.
It's true. You could put it. You could use it as a distraction. That would be
Kobolds
good.
are stupid, like, but unlike the cultists, they are not like blindly stupid, if that makes sense. I mean, a cultist is a cultist. They're like fanatically devoted to stupid things. But a kobold is like a monkey, right? It's basically a draconic monkey. They are not completely
Admirable.
unreasonable. They're just dumb.
Good choice. Good choice to be monkey.
Yeah, good choice.
I wish I'd made that decision.
But it is possible to fight your way out of here. You just need to be a little clever about it. But in either case, you may continue another like 60 or so feet.
Yeah, well, let's keep moving. I want to keep that in mind. I feel like that would be a good idea. Like that would probably be one of the better uses of my oil for the day. Besides just covering myself in it and hoping it rains.
Cover yourself in oil.
Cover
Lie.
oil.
Covered oil.
Rains. Oil floats in water. Profit.
Cover yourself in oil.
Well, the kobolds would be so
Lie.
blinded by your abs and that thick sheen of oil.
You know what?
Cover yourself in
I'll
milk.
save-
I think that
I'll
would work
save a little
better.
bit for that. You wouldn't be able to tell a difference. I'd be just as pale.
Okay.
If we have to solve a puzzle by using a mirror, we can use your abs.
That is
Your
true.
abs.
All right, let's go, Mr. Party Leader or Miss Party Leader.
Alrighty. Okay, we gotta go this way. So to be most accurate, we gotta go there.
I mean, I'm not gonna fault you for not going exactly 60 feet. Just
Well, okay then. I'm just gonna take creative liberties then.
in general.
Yeah, 69.
We just want to stay on the path. That's all.
I mean, that's fine. You are
Probably
still
that
good
much,
to
right?
continue. Yeah. So again, you see a few kobolds, like, especially around this area. Like some of them see you out from the tent. They come out and they don't even bother like even register that you might not actually be cultists. You know, they just see two of you in robes and the rest of them in chains, and they're just like, rah, rah, rah. They say things at you in Draconic, which I still think none of you can understand.
None of us.
Nope.
And so they kind of shout things, and some of them seem a little aggressive, others a little scornful, but they don't seem to be like upset per se. They're just kind of yelling
Just
things.
monkey screeching.
Basically.
They do be yelling.
They do
Okay.
be yelling. Yeah, you can
Go
continue.
back. You should be monkey.
Okay, here's where things start to happen.
Uh-oh. Oh no, we're gonna get TPK'd right here.
Cast fireball.
Fireball
Cast fireball
would be
doesn't
an
knock
excellent
down.
spell right about now. However,
Cast fireball. Where? Cast
Okay.
fireball.
Did I ask how big the room was? I said I cast fireball.
all right, I need to look for somebody's icons.
This music does not bode well.
We're gonna get
Alright.
TPK'd.
What
Alrighty. So, you see a pair of individuals. Wait. Oh, here they are.
Oh, also, I want to
Wow.
clarify something.
Yep.
The alchemy jug.
Yep.
is sort of like readily accessible. Like it's not inside. I think it's like sort of like tied to me.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So
Oh,
it,
and then I also
it doesn't.
need...
It shouldn't take an action to take it out.
Wait, is that person not here? Okay, this one's dead. Somebody killed him. This one.
Also, I've already named
We
it.
hear
Like,
rocks
I've already
fall.
named it as oil, which is why I was considering using it as oil.
So rocks.
Okay, so up ahead, like around this area, you see a number of things. Let me reveal them.
Wait, like over here?
Wow.
Hold on a second. It is around that area.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so many things.
Yeah,
Holy
give me
shit.
give me a minute. All right. So, most of you are good enough at perception to look at these three in particular.
Hmm.
I will start showing off handouts.
Ouch.
Love handout.
Handouts.
So,
Res.
one of them is a black dragon. You have heard the name Resmir before, and this definitely fits the descriptions. They seem to carry like a great sword, but they hold it in like a weird, edgy reverse grip. The sword glows in kind of a
Wow,
cursed.
So anime.
Yeah, the sword glows in kind of a
Wow.
dark purple cursed aura. And they seem to be actively like kind of snapping at the two in front of them about Landragosa, which those of you with good memories might know to be the blue half-dragon champion that was mysteriously killed.
It was so mysterious. I simply don't remember the events perfectly.
Mm.
I don't know.
So,
You passed
in
out
front of
the
them
blood
is
of
a
the
human. I believe that this person is a human. but,
Human.
and she comes back with a, well, if his pride wasn't, stuck up his arse as far as his tail was, then he would have made it back alive. Basically talking about how it's basically his own damn fault. And that, she ordered the attack to be done in a specific way. He refused to do it that way, and so he got what was coming to him. And right next to her is a particular individual. This guy.
Oh, this I like.
Ah,
Right.
yes, a
So-
baldy.
This man ate and covered himself in an entire can of gold spray paint. What the hell?
Well, he's pretty peculiar. Mr. Whim. Please roll me a history check. Crone and Weeb may also roll checks. Actually, you know what? I guess Scratch can too. Weeb, you can either roll history
about
or
history?
religion. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, that I wish I'd saved that roll for something else. That's all I'm gonna say.
It is what it is. Let's see here. Yikes. All right. So, I'll start with Whim. You have heard of these guys. They are the Red Wizards. They are mages dressed in, well, red. They're generally
One's
just...
from the east.
Yes.
The whole thing. Okay.
They're just generally douchebags and kind of bad people, or at least that's the common thought. The reality is that they're mages that believe that magic should be unchained. Basically, if you want to be a lich or a necromancer and like murder people, sacrifice them for demons, that's on you, right? They are a whole nation that has done some pretty fucked shit. For Miu, you have heard of these individuals as actually being pretty negotiable. They actually often serve as suppliers for kind of the underbelly of cities and stuff. Basically, they're kind of like agents of chaos, if that makes sense. They'll sell you like dynamite and other explosives for like real cheap, just so long as you blow up something important. And then Crone. So this guy in particular, Asbara Jos, you know him by name because his appearance even among red wizards is pretty distinct.
Pretty much.
Well, it's perfect. I'll do it.
Yeah. Let's see. There's something special I'm supposed to tell you, but I didn't expect you to roll that high, so I
Well,
need to find it
listen.
again.
Not only did I roll a nat 20, I rolled another nat 20 when in the advantage
Yeah.
roll.
Oh my god.
If you didn't have disadvantage, it was just a natural 20. Well, okay. So you have heard of this guy before. We'll call them a mysterious benefactor, has not only marked them for death, But your other, less mysterious benefactor, from where you come from, has specifically told you that this guy is really just a funny joke. He basically goes around explaining that the Thayan lands have been ruled over by undead, and that a lot of the Red Wizards have been exiled, and nobody you work with actually believes this story. They think he's just using it as an excuse to just not be, like, instantly killed. Okay.
Hold on. Let me write that down. That feels important.
It could be.
Sorry, could you go over it again?
Okay. So, you know that Asbarajos, the Red Wizard, is not only marked for death by your patron, but your other benefactor that you spent a good amount of time with in the swamps
My
says
swamp
that,
boyfriend.
in a manner of speaking, yeah, has explained that this guy is a huge liar. He has gone around explaining that the Thayan lands have been overrun by undead, which is true. But what isn't true is that many Red Wizards have splintered off to oppose this rulership. And that he's actively seeking refuge among the nicer side of the law, using the whole, like, oh, well, our homeland has been taken over by a lich. And nobody believes him. Well, actually, many people believe him. Nobody you work with believes him.
Alright, so this lying bitch is saying, I am a refugee, and my home is poopy and stupid right now, so I don't have anywhere to live.
Yeah, basically. Alright, you guys can also see that these individuals are cultists, but they're in some pretty legit looking armor. Like, this isn't the broken stuff that you would find on most cultists. They're wearing, like, actual half plate, and they have, like, actually well-maintained weapons. And you can see some silhouettes of more of them in the tent here. Ultimately, both this girl and the Red Wizard end up deciding to speak more in the tent, and they leave. While Rezmir walks over here and starts giving some orders before basically a series of kobolds come from over here. One of them, I'd say Crone and Wim recognize from the campsite from the previous night, comes over to say something to Rezmir, and then they look in your direction. They don't look directly at you, just in your direction. Okay. You may move now.
Let's see. I have to think about. Goodness, I would not envy anybody in this situation.
Oh,
I have to
also,
decide.
by the way, this guy, he appears to be a half-elf that has been tied to a cross around a fire pit.
Probably not going to save him.
Oh. Rip.
Wait a minute. Isn't that Leosin?
Oh! Oh! Yeah, it is!
It's a little too hard to confirm
yeah,
it, but
that's the only half elf I know about here.
it is the
Let's
only
get a
half-elf.
little closer first. I think I'm going to opt to take the full 60-foot step. We're not going to show any signs of being deterred or deferred.
Okay.
Can I move stealthily?
Well, so I asked
You're in
this
chains.
before. Oh, well, okay, well, you put gold
Oh, wait,
piece
no,
in
we-
chains, but it is possible Scratch, you can choose to either be stealthed, in which every time you you move in this line, you would need to roll stealth again. But if you fail, they'll see you.
So, but what about now? Do they not see me now?
Well, that's why I'm asking you right now, because the alternative is that you are in chains like Weeb and Annabelle, and they just don't really care about you. They just think you're a prisoner.
Oh.
It might be useful to not have you in chains, but it might also ruin our.
It's a risk
laid
versus
plans.
reward, right? So you get access to all of your skills and equipment if you are not in chains, but if you fail, well, an encounter happens.
They just see me.
They would see you and they would ask questions. That doesn't mean you can't get out of that situation, but it's just harder. Where
see.
in chains you wouldn't be looked at all that strangely, but you also wouldn't be able to use any of your abilities.
Now I could maybe put you in chains if you get spotted. Like, we could dogpile on you, and you could kind of
Great.
get capped.
Yeah, we can pretend that you escaped and we gotta put you back in chains or something.
Oh no, they wouldn't
So
know
you're-
that.
So
we
what?
wouldn't
Are
know
you
that
like
they
allowing me?
I'm giving you the choice right now to determine if you are in chains or if you are not.
Was I not in chains to begin with?
Well,
Because that's why
so
I didn't know I was in
they
chains
they
or
they
not.
had Gold Piece in chains before, since he was more or less your replacement. But because you're here this week, you took his spot, and I don't like saying that. Oh yeah, well you weren't here, so this just happened to you, because you know I don't play your character, and I don't know if maybe you would have had another idea, but you do need to make that choice right now. Because I need to know how many perceptions I'm looking at.
Hold on, what's my stealth at?
Probably.
Well, considering
pretty
that
good.
the people who were dressed in like flowy robes and shit are inside the tent now, you might be able to get away with stealth for now.
You know what? I will.
I don't think anybody else's wisdom would be particularly high.
So I
So
just
I don't
have
think their perception would be high.
Okay, so that is your stealth roll. Give me multiple moments, as I need to roll a few things.
Nice.
Got
That
double
sounds
roll.
great and
Or
not
epic.
ominous at all.
Okay, we'll for ease of effort, we'll assume that the kobolds just don't see you. They would have to roll pretty damn high, and it's statistically unlikely. But there are a few monsters that are specifically trained to like sniff out creatures. Okay.
You're probably, but see, here's the thing. He's stealthing near me, and I overpower her odor.
Unfortunately, there are like mechanical like racial benefits that actually do that, and I can't give it to you for free because that would have to be a feat. You smell
Are you
bad.
sure I
You
can't
don't
get it?
smell.
Just...
You. I will give you that as a feat, but not for free.
Do you really want to waste your feet on just smelling really bad?
Well, giving
Yeah. I
think I've already
disadvantage
used mine.
on perception checks is a thing to like not scoff at. Okay. So
but
now
it would only be olfactory perception.
well, yeah, but I mean, if you have a creature like a guard dog, right? They don't have dark vision. So if you're sneaking around in the dark, however, they have advantage on perception checks for smell. So if you have a feat like that, they have to roll perception at normal to even like try and smell you, and they just can't see you. There are use cases for it, but either way, I need to go 1, 2,
I'm
3,
imagining
4.
having
Okay.
having a thing where you explicitly smell bad and you go invisible and you go near guards and they just think that somebody farted.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my
Like, oh my
god.
god, Jack, that's disgusting.
What?
What the fuck?
The highest I've rolled so far is a 15.
Ow.
All right.
So...
Well, so that means, as far as you're aware, so all of them seem to be focused on the main party. You may move. You also need to move only 60 feet at a time. But that's mostly because technically things need to happen all at the same time. But you do not need to move with the party. You can move anywhere you like.
I see. I'll just kind of trail behind him.
Okay.
A little ways away.
Yeah, and for those of you with good perception, you can tell that if they do know Scratch is there, they make no indication of knowing. So as far as you
Okay.
guys can tell, Scratch is functionally invisible.
This dotted line worries me. What does that represent?
Don't worry about it. I probably
It represents-
Do I
accidentally.
see anything on the ground?
That's where we get TTP.
No, that's this here. That's a note for me. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
that's
well,
where
we're
we
about
get-
to cross it.
Well, we're about,
so-
we're about to find out, I guess.
That's
Well,
where Ross
no. It's not like a trap or anything. It's something that happens later.
Oh, sure.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
we just don't cross the line ever.
I just
They-
crossed the Rubicon.
Okay, mission
We
failed.
we
we'll
foil
get him
all his
next time.
plans.
he
Mission
just
failed,
never
we'll get him
fucking
next time.
crossed. All right, so I will first say, while I start moving tokens, that you do indeed recognize the
Yaka.
half-elf right here as being Leosin.
Wow. Hi, Leosin.
Hey, what's up? No.
I'm probably not gonna see you.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, he comes over and says hi.
Oh.
Oh no, they're all just moving. They might not
Yeah.
be moving towards us.
Dongies. Oh, not so fun dongies.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Well, they probably smell me.
All right. I need to adjust a few things over here. Oh God, where's my light? Got him.
How high up is Resmir compared to like the dude we have the badge for?
Way higher.
Way higher.
Yeah, so she actually has a mask, a very particular mask. It appears to be kind of like in the shape, like vague shape of it. You know those like tiki masks and stuff that's like ooga chaka, ooga. Yeah. So this one has been fashioned in the shape of a black dragon head, and she wears
Of
it.
course.
Well, yeah. I know the cult is very original about this, but it like you don't even need to roll anything. It's magical as all hell. It's super magical.
Can I roll Arcana?
Well, I mean that's why I said you don't need to roll.
But Arcana would tell me what kind of magic, right?
It would give you an idea like of the effects that it might be
Yep,
able
I'm
to
rolling
do, but without the identify spell. Okay, so here's what I will give to you once I look it over. All right, so first of all, it seems to be giving her like a shield of some sort, like kind of a magical
Oh.
barrier force. Her AC is higher. Also, she can cast spells from within it. Like the mask itself can cast spells.
Does that have any benefit of her being cast by her?
You can't determine that because that would be like racial benefits. And she is
Functionally,
not.
but functionally, would that be like a bonus action?
You can't determine that either.
Okay.
Wow. How informative.
Wow. Wowie.
I'm sorry, it's a campaign-specific artifact. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, these masks are basically like mythic items. They're the only ones of its kind that exist in the world. But she does clearly notice you. And she will step up. And hopefully I have this configured correctly. Okay, let's see.
Can
What's
we
up,
say something like, yo,
squirrel?
do we miss the invitations? Is there a mass party going on or something?
Well,
Okay, maybe you shouldn't say that.
yeah. So
No.
Oh my
Crone, I
God.
would tell you that. Oh no, I nearly goofed. I almost just moved like the entire planet. Oh, I see. Okay. So
Wow.
Crone, you would
I
know.
think Game Masters might be more powerful than Discord mods, so they can do that. Maybe.
Crone, you would know that the previous half dragon champion that you felled had a similar item, or he definitely had a spot that he would have held it, but it wasn't on him at the time of your battle. So this Resmir must be at least similar strength to him. So you would just know that they are a step above probably all of the cultists here. So she approaches, and she looks first at the two prisoners, then at Wim, to whom she kind of just looks at. She doesn't necessarily see through your disguise. She just it's like she feels like something is wrong with you in particular. Though she doesn't give the same look to Crone, who she does open up with.
Hello,
And
it's time to nod.
who are you supposed to be?
Pizza delivery.
Housekeeping.
Pizza delivery. Look, I got this big spinny
Let's-
circle
okay.
thing. It's a pizza.
Housekeeping.
I think what I'm gonna return with is a conspiratorial wink, a slight curtsy, and something a little kitschy like fodder for the ritual, my friend. Or my probably something like my captain. I don't know if that's right.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Can I assist?
How?
to give it back to normal and not disadvantage.
Well, how are
No,
you
how
doing
would you
so?
do it?
Because you
I
can.
would-
In this circumstance, I need to tell you, you can make it worse.
I would like to sort of bow my head like slightly but noticeably but kind of as if to kind of support that statement.
Oh, give a nod.
No,
Yeah.
You still roll at disadvantage.
Ah, damn it.
Also persuasion.
Hmm.
Performance. Oopsie. Oh.
However, Wim, I will allow you to roll a history check.
Just we all have inspiration, right? We still do rerolls.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got inspiration.
Okay.
Several of you should have it still.
Alright, you said history. Okay,
Yep.
we'll roll history. What do I get? How bad is it? How? Oh.
Are you gonna use that
What
inspiration?
is with the no? I feel like no. That's just it's a little bit of information gathering is not worth
Well,
an inspiration usage. I think I'd rather
you
use it for,
feel like you're missing something.
fine. I'll use my inspiration.
I roll history.
You go to move to the tavern, but actually you move to the town square.
Okay, you remember that all cultists always start their greetings with a hand sign.
Okay, I make the hand sign.
Okay, you can now roll persuasion at normal.
Okay.
Oh jeez.
I was listening for it, and it was like, nope. Okay.
Nope.
I
God,
cannot believe I
don't-
wasted my inspiration on that. Are you
I don't know
You gotta be
nothing about no
careful.
hand sign, but I do it anyway.
All right. Either way,
You bump me in the shoulder.
she sort of snarls, but otherwise continues and says, "Oh, very well. And what do we have this time?"
Chicken dinner.
Like, are you still?
Well, I'm trying to think of something clever.
Uh,
gotta be
well,
clever about it.
say, you know, like a war cleric who blasphemes against the great mother, and an uppity, I don't know, an uppity city girl who wandered too far from the streets or something. I don't know.
Okay. So, I smile wide.
Well, a knight. No,
feeling
call
my
her a
missing
knight.
teeth.
Call her a knight.
A knight of flame who blasphemes against the mother, and a daughter of gunpowder who sought to use her tricks against us.
So, oh, whoops.
And I
There
don't
it
forget
goes.
my hand sign this time, or whatever.
Well, yeah, it was
that's
only
just
for
the
the
beginning.
greeting. So, she looks at the other two. Speaking of, do you want to like do anything? There are several spells that are verbal only, so you could theoretically cast those if you wanted.
Take a look.
Smite her.
It is my right to smite.
Unfortunately, you are not a paladin.
Multi-classes into paladin. Is multi-classing allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
still waiting for Scratch to multi-class into Paladin for the sneak attack smite.
Verb, spare the
That'd be
blind,
such
shake
a
the
level
flame.
investment.
Divine favor, cure wounds, inflict wounds.
Well, while you're
Protection
going over
favor.
your ability, Scratch,
Enhance.
while the
Hi.
enemies appear to be focused on the old lady,
Oh, lady. I'm
is
just
there
a little
anything that you
stinky
would
old
like
lady.
to do?
I'm just chilling like a few feet away from them, right? Kind of
Yeah,
just like
yeah, more or less.
kind of like awkwardly like you know when you're at a party and there's like a crowd.
They
of
don't
people,
know
and
that
you're
I've
like, and you're,
rolled
like, up with
super
the-
high on
they
my
don't
stealth.
Know they don't know I'm a rogue. They don't know I'm a rogue.
Oh
They
god,
don't.
you're the
I'm
worst.
doing that right now. I'm
They don't
holding
know
like
I'm
my
a rogue.
fucking like I got
Well,
goblet and like they
I
don't
didn't
know I'm a
prepare any
scout.
spells today that would be particularly useful here.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kind of chilling.
All right, you're just chilling.
Yep.
All right. So, Weeb, you have anything you can do, or?
See,
No.
Kagerou, I like that you give us the chance to dig our own graves. I think it's really neat.
Well, I am a huge proponent of player agency. What you do
Yeah.
with that agency is
Except for
completely
just now
up
when
to
you
you.
fucking strong arm me to use my inspiration.
I did not
See,
force you to use it.
Weeb,
I asked
what you could do-
if you
You're
wanted
just like,
to.
it would really,
and-
really be good if you
I,
got this
and
wrong.
no. Okay, I did not say that. Okay, what
Oh,
I
you meant
said,
it.
what I said was, okay, you don't think of anything. The roll is still at disadvantage. And then you said, oh my god, okay, I can't believe I need to do this.
No. You said like, oh, we feel like you're forgetting something very important.
Well,
And you-
yeah, because you are. You did roll, and that was your result.
Oh my
God. Playing fucking memory match. Anyway, what you could do is you could say, we're not actually prisoners. They're trying to infiltrate. Like, you could say that. I really feel like that would be
you
an
could.
interesting strategy. I think you could just, like, kill us, you know?
I know I can't, but like I cast fireball, send it on.
You could just, like, throw a brick at them.
All right.
By me!
Good God. Okay. Sorry. So. The last thing that was
We're all gonna
said-
die. Thanks for coming to
City
my
girl.
TED Talk.
Okay. Sorry. So Resmir once again looks back over to the crone and then kind of whispers something behind her, and then this guy goes over here and he disappears into one of the tents.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Call it back
No.
up. We're gonna die.
I'm starting to think that maybe they don't actually believe me and trust me. But that's okay. They'll learn.
Well, they haven't
Don't
shot
worry.
at you yet.
They'll
You
learn.
are quite keenly aware that the acid breath that most black dragons come equipped with has not yet been shot at you in the 60-foot line that it has.
I say maybe we
That's
just
no
teach him a
fun.
lesson. For making me use up my
Him?
inspiration.
Using the wrong pronouns again, are we?
No. He's talking about me. Like
No, I was talking about them in general.
Oh, I see.
Did I say him? I meant them. Like.
Oh,
the
I
group.
see. I mean, you can.
I mean, we can roll
Assuming
straight
that I'm
checks to
assuming
break
pronouns?
the chain if I
you
really want to.
absolutely
Maybe.
can. There is an encounter here.
If I just tripped and fall, would you catch me? Just kidding. Unless.
All right.
JK.
Well, I'm going to assume that nobody's going to do anything like that. So Resmir is going to start walking over, like so, and basically she starts examining each one. Scratch, please roll
let my
another
smile fall.
stealth.
Please be in my favor. Where the fuck
Wow.
is this?
Could if Scratch darted into the bushes there, would that be an advantage of stealth rolls?
It's not a. No. Listen, if you dart while someone's looking, that is movement, and that will get their attention.
Well,
It's better
so
to just
I'm
hold really
basically
still.
assuming that because the scale of this map is like way larger than, like a basic combat map, I'm more or less assuming that Scratch is moving around in that way because you can't hide in plain sight. Not without several feats.
Okay.
So positions on the map are somewhat relative. Okay. So let me...
I don't know what I got. You don't know what I got.
Okay. Yeah, so Resmir does not appear to notice Scratch, nor do any of the guard drakes or veterans. She goes over to Wim specifically next, and her, claw kind of comes up underneath your chin, and she appears to be investigating something.
I'm gonna ask, is there something that I might help you with?
Can I assist you?
Yes, come down to my room tonight. No.
All right, bet, but you're providing the
Seduced
rubber.
by the black dragon.
So she
I am not
kind
going
of
near you without an entire
yeah.
box.
The dragon rules to seduce you. What do you do? What you doing though?
I didn't plan for this.
That's
Alright.
gonna be the thumbnail.
Oh my
Picked
God.
by Resmir.
All right. So no. She sort of huffs, and you can sort of like smell the corrosion, if that makes sense. Like, have you ever smelled like a penny that was like just really strong, right?
Yeah.
Vinegar.
Yeah. Well, vinegar. Yeah, I guess. As kind of the heat of acid breath sort of like brushes against your quote unquote skin, and she says, "Something's wrong. The life that breathes within you is not normal. What have you
Yeah, I get that a
done to
lot.
receive such a blessing?"
Alien.
Oh, it's simple. I died and came back to life.
Alien.
I know not where my blessing comes from. I only hope that I may offer it up in service of the Great Mother.
She kind of like nods like, "Okay, buddy. You don't need to roll anything because
She thinks you're just retarded.
it's like well, no, it's like saying like, "Woo, yeah, I'm about to buy another yacht," like over at the stock market. Like, okay, I can't technically disprove that, but whatever. But she starts to reach for your hand. And well, I guess more specifically, she reaches for your wrist.
Do I have a pulse? I should have a pulse.
You do. Since you are technically a living creature, you are just not made of flesh and blood.
I'm gonna try and assuage her suspicions. I'm gonna offer my arm out.
Okay, so she takes it. Are you wearing like gloves or anything?
Let me check my equipment. I think it just says.
He's wearing bangle bracelets and an earring.
I'm wearing one of those Live Strong rubber.
He's got a WWJD bracelet.
No,
He's got
he's got his class ring, and then also like
My
a
class ring on.
little band that says "Live,
He's-
Love, Life." Like
He's also
Yeah.
got like a band
Eat,
on
pray,
there
love
with like
on a
Live,
little
laugh,
fucking
love.
like
Live,
you know
Laugh,
those
Love. That's the
lockets-
one.
You know those lockets with pictures? It's like that, but a wristband, and it's got like a picture of Annabelle in there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, I don't have any gloves on. I'm just there holding out my absolutely gorgeous hands for her. To
Yeah,
admire.
yeah, and she is enamored by them so much so that she like kind of pulls up your sleeve. I didn't mean to like spit into my microphone there. That was embarrassing. But she pulls up your sleeve, to kind of like show the bare like underarm, and she seems to be looking for something like real intently.
You need to get more sun, little boy.
No, you burn.
You pasty man.
I turn into a lobster.
At this range,
Not even a cultist. I'm wearing the ropes to get away from the fucking sun.
at this range, you can choose to roll Arcana on either her greatsword, which is now very close, or the mask. Or you can do something else.
Hold on.
Or you can roll to die.
Let me pull up her picture real quick.
Yeah, it should be in the journal.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. She doesn't seem to have any sort of trinkets on at all, right?
Not
Like
really.
that might be magical or anything. Okay.
I mean, I can check her equipment and
Wim
see
is
if anything
so
would be.
incredibly pasty and
May
white
I
that he's
roll
like a
for
mirror,
perception?
and he
to-
reflects the light into her eyes, and she's blinded.
May I roll perception to see what exactly this dragon might, or you know what? Probably insight to see what Resmir might be looking to investigate.
Well, really, either roll is acceptable. They do come out with different results. You can also choose to roll things like history or religion, for similar. Really, a lot of
Ooh,
skills work in
that is a
this
good
specific
question.
situation.
Yes, you can roll them all. I mean, who's stopping?
I'd like to mention that her investigation is at disadvantage because my arms reflect the sunlight so much.
Unfortunately, she is immune to the
Actual
charm
truth?
effect.
No, this isn't a charm effect. It's like actual flashbang.
Right. And she also has blind sight.
I think I'm gonna go with
No, you
insight.
fail to understand. She's staring into the sun right now.
Yeah. She
'Cause
has blind sight.
I need to know if what she's doing is gonna if I need to put a stop to it. So I think I'm gonna go for insight.
Okay. You get the feeling that she's checking for like if his claim sort of holds up. You recall that she said blessing, and she is probably looking for it. A lot of cultists have like tattoos or deformities that are like obviously supernatural. And so she's starting, at the wrist, specifically the left one, where a lot of cultists would have like, knife slashes or what have you.
Oh, I have a glorious idea.
Okay.
Go
Feed it
on.
to me.
Which arm is she looking at?
She is looking
Left.
at your left arm.
Okay. So I am going
Your
to
character
play-
doesn't have this information, by the way. So tell me what your
Oh.
plan is, and I might think of it. What is what are you thinking?
Well, wouldn't it? Well, no. So I can't. I'd have to ask first. Like, are you? So you're investigating? Are you giving me any kind of like look?
Well, okay. So the order of operations is that
here's my plan, Wim. Let me tell you what my plan is. My plan was I was going to use some minor prestidigitation to place an eldritch mark, and obviously it would be kind of spooky. Because
We
I'm a warlock.
have a similar idea. I'm gonna use magical tinkering to put a static visual effect on my other arm.
Yeah, I
on your
think I can-
right arm.
Yeah, the one
Let me
she's not
see
looking
if
at.
I have any spells that or feats that would make it more
Okay. Now I have to read stuff.
convincing.
Oh god, you guys are making me work. Can't believe it. All right. Yeah, I need to see this.
Oh wait, no. Magical tinkering has to go into mundane objects.
Yes,
Maybe
and
I can't use it on my arm.
you can't use it on creatures.
Whim is just a creature, a little creature.
I'm just a homunculus.
Yeah, that's what I had to determine. So magical tinkering would not work. However, prestidigitation. Let me open your character sheet. Hold on. I need to borrow this real quick. Oh, you don't even have prestidigitation. Okay, never mind.
No, I don't. But you said that I had like a minor, if I wanted to.
Oh well, so I stated that these would not do any mechanical effects. They are purely for roleplay. Yeah. I gave you the ability to, like, flavor the way that you might do things or describe things. Again, extremely minor, quote, less than prestidigitation or druidcraft. Because a minor illusion spell would do something here. But I for balance reasons, I can't let you do that.
I can magical tinkering on my ring, though.
Have something.
Would your familiar a pseudo dragon?
Oh my god! I just realized I can communicate telepathically with any creature I can see within 30 feet of me.
You sure can.
So I can use that. I can use that to communicate to Whim that she's looking for a mark of the blessing that she detects, and pray that something can be done about it.
Okay, the pseudo dragon does not have magic. It does have limited telepathy. It's not like actual words, because pseudo dragons can't really understand much language, and they also can't speak. But it can communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images.
Neat. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But I mean, I was just asking what my familiar would be capable of.
Right. And so I read off its abilities.
Other than, okay. All right, that's interesting. I'll follow.
I'm gonna do two things.
Okay.
Number one, I'm gonna roll history to get symbols or lore related to the Dragon Cult and the Dragon Mother.
I will say you can do so at disadvantage.
Well, I mean, the blessing is not. She doesn't recognize it, right?
Well,
so it would be any. It would be any, so there, yeah, it would be anything. Like something.
Right. And the reason I'm giving you disadvantage is that, as established at the start of the campaign, oh yeah, Miyu's dead. That's okay though.
No.
Roasted too hard. No, but information on the Dragon Cult in specific, as I said at the start of the campaign, is basically non-existent. A lot of people don't believe that these guys are even real. And they haven't moved in earnest for literally thousands of years. There is not a lot of information on them. So things like insignias and symbols of Tiamat are similarly difficult to find.
What about just of dragons in general?
Of dragons in general...
would that be another roll?
No, because I basically need to give you like one action per round, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Because you are like thinking of these things as she's doing it, right?
Right.
So Crone just communicated that to you. Annabelle starts to reach for something at the back of her armor. Weeb, what are you doing? All right, he's dead. Miu, what are you doing?
Am I not still just chilling out at the side?
Well, you can be, but is there anything else that you would like to do?
I'm just trying to make myself, like, look as... just kind of not try to gather attention.
Yeah, and you've been doing a successful job thus far.
Then I would like to continue doing that.
All right, please roll another stealth roll.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
Let me read this spell. Does it give any visual cues?
What the fuck?
Hold on. First, I need to see the stealth roll. And versus perception. Okay. Very briefly, everybody sees Resmir's eyes glance up, then back down.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Hold
God.
on. I have my Eldritch Cannon from before.
Yes, you do.
Right? And it's equipped with flamethrower.
Yep.
Let me get a ruler out.
15.
This 15.
Again,
Not
this
quite.
isn't like actually a combat map.
I understand.
But first, I need to
Just a
see
pyromaniac.
what Weeb
See,
is.
Scratch is a kleptomaniac. Whim is a pyromaniac.
Oh yeah? Then why'd I pick Ray of Frost instead of Firebolt? Ooh.
The crone is a what do you call it when somebody hates bats so much?
Why am I getting bullied in chat? What the fuck is up with you people? Jesus. What the heck?
You're not paying attention to
Wait.
chat, elf.
Oh my god. Listen, I'm trying to run a freaking game for you guys, all right? Trying to make sure that you're having a good amount of fun.
Yeah, get him.
Shut up,
get
Jupiter.
him.
Hey, Kagerou, I just have a very
What'd you just
simple
call me?
question. I
What's
just
up?
have a very simple question.
What's up?
So is your canon that you talk telepathically because your mouth never moves in your animation?
It moves? What are you talking about?
I have my hands
Yes,
together.
do you want to know what else
It
moves
doesn't-
on your
it doesn't
model? Your
move,
dumb elf ears.
Or like I'm crossing my arms.
You're not
I'm
helping. You're just stupid. Look, I already proved last week that I am not the only bird that does it this way, okay? To be a nerd, oh boy. Look, hold on. No, I'm about to pull this shit up on Twitter for a second time. All right, Jesus. I'm ready
Post
for
on my
this.
Twitter.com.
Twitter.com. Night here is over party.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm getting fucking annihilated by my own
Shadow the
chat.
Hedgehog
This
has
is so
9 ears.
this is so
We were
lame.
calling you smelly.
This is so lame. All right, look,
Stinky.
look.
Smelly.
Wait.
Cancel
Cancel.
Kage. Kiwi, what have I ever done to? I even got water. You know, last
God.
week
Let's-
and this
Can
week.
we get back to this?
No, we
I-
can't, because now I'm angry. All
I
right.
need this. I need this to happen. We've been stuck on this. She's been holding his arm for like
For
5
like
minutes
30
now.
minutes.
I'm tired of it.
All right, fine, whatever. I'm angry though.
I have
Here's my angry
My
face.
hands on.
Okay,
I
be
have
angry.
One of my hands
Angry.
contacting myself.
A little angry bird.
All right.
Kage, roll for barbarian rage.
I'm crossing my arms.
All right. So, Weep, are you doing anything?
Yes, I'm crossing my arms so that my hands are contacting myself.
How are you supposed to cross your arms when
Your
you
your
can't?
arms are tied behind you, at your
Oh,
waist.
behind me.
Yes.
Ah, cool. So my hands are making contact with my body. That's all I need.
Okay. What specifically are you doing?
Oh, I'm preparing to cast Enhance Ability.
Okay. Interesting. Let me go look at that spell real quick. I mean, I know what it does. I just need to ensure its components. Okay, you
Yeah,
cannot cast it.
Ah, okay.
It requires
Yeah.
somatic components, which means that your arms have to move freely for you to cast it.
Ah,
Yeah, whenever you see a spell, V is verbal, somatic is S, and M is material, but I'm not super weird about material.
oh, I literally only have one spell that uses just verbal, and it's not even prepared.
Yeah, they're pretty rare, but they do exist. Okay, so, Crone, what are you doing? Or sorry, Whim and Crone, I guess I should ask. Because now she's going to start looking at your other arm.
I've got nothing. I'll be honest.
I was thinking, how's my performance skill? Probably not great. Charisma, how my rolls been?
What do
Not great so far. What I was thinking was, I can put the thing on my ring, which I've done because I've done that previously. I could put I could pretend that her searching me for this mark, like with the intention of finding this mark, has caused it to sort of like activate, where like the mark is I don't know. Like I was gonna put like a message on the ring to say like, you know, the child of the dragon seeks the mother, or something like that. Something vague, but hopefully convincing, and then kind of like shudder a little bit as if it was like linked to me.
Okay.
The message.
So that's totally cool, except you don't know Draconic, which is absolutely what such a message would need to be written in. However, comma, you, like any other nerd, can, like, you know those people that, like, tattoo Japanese on themselves and they don't actually know what it means?
Yeah.
You could do that. You would be rolling performance. To basically recreate the sigils of Draconic written language to be etched.
Here's what I'm gonna do. In case I screw this up. Well, no, because I won't know if I screwed it up until they see it. Damn it. I was thinking I'd do it on the backside, and then if it failed, but I wouldn't know that if I don't know whether or not it fails until they react to it.
Yep.
Is that worth the risk? No, that would give us away for sure. No, I think I just try and roll with the like, yeah, I have no idea, but I just know that I have to do this for the queen, my queen.
The queen starts going. You got
Alright.
the knuckle.
So
My question is, would I know what remember my flag?
your flag.
My black scrap of cloth?
Oh,
What if you
yes.
just copy from that?
Oh, yes. Okay.
I could send the image into his brain.
You can, and so can your familiar.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, there would be no roll whatsoever. Because you just know it.
All right. Do
So,
it, crone.
so you are etching the insignia that the crone has given you onto a ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, all right.
It's a thick ring.
Sure.
Thickums.
I can have it be multiple like.
No.
It's like a sigil. Yeah.
It's fine because I don't want to take too much longer on this scene.
Yeah.
So she looks at it and like gasps, and it's like, I see. Then you must have been. It's a shame it must be this way. And so she takes a step back, and kind of announces something in Draconic.
Damn, I really
I'm
wish we knew
suddenly nervous
Draconic.
about this.
Damn, I knew I should have taken Draconic.
Damn, I cast Magnify Grand.
All right, so these two show up.
I shouldn't have slept through Draconic class.
And
at
they start
school.
discussing among themselves in Draconic. All of you have an opportunity to do something.
I want to roll. Hold on. A check on. Is it insight? That's like the general. Or no, is it perception for like what's kind of going on in their heads, like, or like what the mood is?
Well, so wisdom-based skills are like your gut feeling. Insight and
probably
perception
insight
are kind of the same thing. One is just like the general vibe, and where perception is more of like what you generally see or feel around you.
I'm gonna roll insight on them.
Okay.
Send something to the GM. Oh, there we are.
Oh, I see your roll. Okay. Anybody else?
I'm sorry, Mina.
Yeah.
My
I'll
voice is
roll
bad.
insight.
Oh god.
I forgot I had a +5 to it.
Oh god, how to describe this? Oh god, this is kind of complicated.
You
Alright.
have to do it because I rolled really high.
Well, for you it's pretty easy. It's for the other two. Miyu, is there anything else that you'd like to do, or are you still staying stealthed?
I'm just standing still. I'm just doing my thing.
All right.
No need to roll?
No. They aren't really looking in the party's direction at all.
Cool.
They're kind of just chattering amongst themselves in a different language. Okay.
Wait. What is something I could roll to to jog my memory? What would I have to roll?
What are you trying to remember?
If I had happened to hear any of them, because I've heard I can mimic anything I could hear.
Oh no! You have heard Rezmir enough to mimic her, at least the sounds that she makes.
Right now.
But she is talking in a different language.
So I can't roll to see if I had heard this language somewhere before.
Oh, you know that it's Draconic, but you don't understand it. I mean, again, it's kind of like singing a song in Japanese. You can repeat the words, but what they mean doesn't really occur to you.
Dang it. Okay. Damn. Okay.
So for Whim, you get the feeling that Rezmir is a little upset. Not in an angry way. Well, kind of. It's like this turn of events was unexpected.
Okay.
For Weeb, the others agree that this is really bizarre and doesn't make any sense. The human cult general here, in specific, seems to be going over a lot of reports or something. You hear the same words mentioned over and over and over again, well, what about this? No, this said that. Well, what about this? No, this said that. I mean, basically all of her rebuttals are essentially the same. So some kind of object or tome or code or command was given to them, and something has contradicted that. It's for Mr. Psychic. Jesus. You can basically, your background more or less gives you a few words that you can specifically hear and have heard before, and your ability to put together the context is probably either Rezmir thinks that Whim is her replacement, for what is dubious, but that, or Whim has some sort of destiny about him.
Ooh. I'm not telling him. He's got a big enough ego as it is.
Well, sure. But
I am destined. I am the chosen
from
one.
Basic, from the few words that you can pick out,
Anakin.
That's basically what you hear. Also, by the way, because your perception was high enough, all of the veterans around here are looking at each other it's like going over to a friend's house and then mom and dad are arguing. You're just they just legit don't know what to do. They seem just as confused as anybody else.
Okay, so I am going to act boldly to just cough and shuffle my feet a little bit. Can we go? Do I have to roll performance for that?
No. The cult leader, or one of the cult leaders up here, kind of steps forward and says, "Oh yes, take them with the others." And she kind of jerks her head over to Leosin. And these guys will kind of move.
Is Leosin the only prisoner
that you can see currently?
Well, I would have figured that they would have kept all the ritual prisoners in the same place. I thought I didn't realize that nobody else was out there.
There are other prisoners. You've definitely heard other kobolds mention the last group came in. They're just not visible to you.
Okay, well, let's move our little Motley train while they're busy arguing, because I'm really not involved with all of that. They can tell that I don't speak Draconic, so I'm just gonna scoot.
Do I have to roll stealth again?
You will. Whim, as you move, the woman kind of holds up and says, "No, not you. You come here."
Seduced by a dragon.
Oh,
Sad.
all right, let's go to the tent.
Ayo.
Let's get this over with.
I've seen the bad dragon ads. I know how this goes.
Ayo.
Oh.
Well, I have a choice here.
Now I need.
I've been eating chips this whole time.
So hold on. So Resmir just said it to me. I'm gonna reply, but I feel that I'm supposed to follow the crone. Which is true. It's not the
My destiny is
Sure,
tied
yeah.
to this little old lady right here.
So she shakes her head and she says, "I don't care. I'm the commander of the cult forces here.
Oh.
Come with me."
All right. Well, I'll see you later, guys.
Bye, Web. We'll miss you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a beautiful
Bye-bye.
time.
Goodbye.
Women with choices. All right. Okay.
Okay,
and
so-
I'll get to you in just a
All right,
second.
well,
I just
hold on. What's the
Yeah.
distance for disadvantage on range attacks?
depends on the ranged attack.
If I wanted to cast Magnify Gravity.
So if you are beyond its range, you just can't cast it. The disadvantage.
No, like being too close.
Oh, there is no.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a save spell. Because basically what it is, like a spell like Eldritch Blast, you have to physically aim, like with your body, right? Like you were aiming
Or
a
with, like,
crossbow or
cross.
something. And so if they're too close to you, they can knock your hand away. They can like know that it's coming a little bit better. But spells like Burning Hands, Magnify Gravity, etc., it just happens. Okay. Now that I have this thing. All right. So we'll first
follow the crone.
we'll first go to the Crone Squad.
All right.
Miyu, I still need that stealth check from you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Give me a moment. And if you are moving, please do so. Because this... Oh, we'll say that they don't roll. You...
Okay. I can't move. Can I move behind these tents, actually?
Yeah.
No, you should move out in the open right next to everybody. And then you can walk up to the Resmir and pull down her pants.
Wow.
I mean, they're gonna be coming down soon anyways, so like there's no point there.
Ayo.
Yo.
Okay, here I am.
All right. So you would notice this Drake starts sniffing the air and looks this way.
You've been spotted.
And it
I
kind
climb
of
the rocks, and I scramble up the rocks, and I run.
Well,
I run
you
for the hills.
Oh my
could
God,
break
oh my God,
stealth
calm
and
down.
do that. That is a viable option because you basically move at half movement
Viable?
while yeah.
Well,
You
you
don't-
could move behind the tent.
You and I have different definitions of viable.
Well, I'm saying viable as it is an option you can legally take.
How did he smell me?
I mean,
How he do
Well,
that?
when's the last time you took a bath?
He's a giant.
Oh, that's none of your business.
All right. So, with that said, this one will start advancing. The veteran will follow. This one will begin to follow in kind. This one will follow.
Oh God.
This guy comes out, and with him are 1, 2, 3. These. Peace.
Oh God.
See.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Which one you have to specify? This is D&D. There's like
Yeah, there are quite a few. All right.
Which pantheon? Narrow it down for us.
So,
How visible would a tiny Eldritch Cannon be? Think they'd notice it was just kind of sitting next to the tent?
You are truly determined to set these
Oh,
people's homes on
God.
fire.
the short answer is yes, because the you would have to place it there somehow, right? So I know it says
crawls off on its own.
Right, but it doesn't have an innate stealth check. And there are no size bonuses to that kind of stuff.
You see it crawls over there?
It just crawls.
The short answer
it
is
just works.
the short answer is by default, yes, they would spot it. Because I believe it has attributes for and they're all 10, which means I would have a +0 to its stealth. So by default, the guard drakes would notice it.
You better not.
10, yeah.
You better not.
Stupid dog.
I was thinking that if they would like notice it but not really know what it was or care about it, I could have it there so it can flamethrower this whole group if they get too
They
close.
would go
to
look
just
at
in
it. They
case.
would go get it. They would go pick it up.
Well, yeah, that's even better. Then there's no way I can miss.
God, I'm getting bullied in my other Discord too. Jesus, this is the worst day ever. All right, so Crone Squad, what it is you doing?
Well, we do be walking though.
Do be walking though.
Must be nice. Must be real nice.
Yo, imagine walking. Ugh, couldn't be me.
Yo, imagine walking normally.
Stuck with a fucking fragging girl.
See, maybe I should have grabbed that disc spell, and then you guys could have pushed me.
That's a good one. I really like.
Man, I really wish I could fly right now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do I have vibration as a feature for one of my magical things?
No, but she does. What?
I am not going to give the liberty of answering that.
And, you know what? It can be a non-verbal sound, and to generate sound, you
Wim, you are this close. This close.
So what I'm saying is, I could theoretically make a vibrator.
Oh my god. Oh
I
my
feel like that's clear.
god.
I have the skills. We have.
All right. So
Oh,
We have the technology.
Okay.
I can't believe
so,
he's dead.
bye, Wim.
I can't. Rocks fell.
Oh my god.
Rocks fell.
He's
Man,
just.
those rocks fell.
he's
She
just
slit his
gone.
throat. Anyway, okay, so
Oh,
Crone
no.
Squad,
Anyway.
All right. So
we
you,
we truly do be walking though.
you truly do be walking. I mean,
You just kicked me out of the Discord.
no, that would be crazy. You must have disconnected yourself. So anyway,
I'm
these
gonna
guys
check
are.
my.
they
So
they are,
I'm going to specifically try to pass within 30 feet of this guy so I can talk telepathically with him.
this one. You said.
Mm-mm. No, why would I? Why would I care? I want to talk with that guy.
Well, I mean, you were generally instructed to go that direction, anyways.
I'm just announcing my plan to the world.
Very well. And you do see all of this group start to move this way.
Let's see. Is there anything I could do to make them not?
You could telepathically tell them the Great Mother commands them to go take a piss break or something. I don't know.
Tiamat, the Great
Alright,
Mother,
alright,
has
everybody, smoke break. 10 minutes.
commanded for you to piss. You
Tiamat
must piss on the
commands.
ground.
That
You
you
do it
shit
right
in
now,
your
right
bag.
now. Do it now.
No.
Tiamat commands that you crap your pants.
Commander, by the power of my
You must
command spell, I
piss.
order you to shit yourself.
No, I don't think I'm gonna try that. That sounds like a backfire. I don't know.
Oh
if I-
my god.
All
I'm
right.
putting that in. I'm putting that. In
I
the
would
YouTube
assume that if I do anything that they would generally notice what it is.
Oh.
Because they would notice me casting the spell unless it has basically no components, right?
Right. Or you had the sorcerer meta magic ability.
Yeah.
For subtle spell.
So let's see. Verbal. This one doesn't. This is verbal somatic, verbal somatic material, verbal somatic, verbal. Okay, all of these are verbal, so I would need to yell something. I can't really. Well, this one, Mind Spike is somatic. That's gestures, right?
Somatic is like arcane gestures, but usually there's, magical flashes of light and stuff.
Well, I
Now-
don't really want to waste my second level spell slot on distracting people from somebody who's already hiding. So I think I'm just gonna leave Scratch to fend for himself. Sorry.
Dragon doggies are over party.
Great.
All right. So you can go ahead and move like towards Leosin over here. And I will get back to you in a moment. Scratch.
I'm really not like I'm double the range of where I need
Yeah.
to be.
What you doing?
I'm trying to blend into the grass.
Oh, well,
They smell
unfortunately,
you.
you
That's
don't
not gonna
have
help.
you don't have camouflage powers.
Fuck.
And they are moving this way.
Think of something.
Uh,
I can't telepathy you out of this, so you're gonna have to use that
Can I,
little
like-
bird brain.
can I like pretend to trip and then like
Read your
oh,
spells. Read
I
your
don't
spells.
have any.
You don't have any?
She's a rogue.
No, I'm a
Don't
rogue.
you have like abilities or whatever, feats and stuff?
Not
What?
yet. I don't think so.
She can run real fast. She can hide real good, and that's about it. Oh, she can stab real good too.
I can.
Well, that's no good. That's not useful.
Well, depends on the situation.
Well, okay. So here's where our second plan came in. You could continue to sneak in as though you had not been spotted, get quote unquote caught, and given to us as we explore the caverns or whatever.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, oh, maybe I could like pretend to trip and fall, and it's like, oh no, he's escaped, and then they like toss me to you guys.
They would escape from
They wouldn't?
where?
I don't know, escape your
Where did you escape
guys
from?
from you guys.
They don't know who. They probably did not pick up a Kenku rogue dressed in tatters. I think that would have been pretty memorable.
So what are you doing?
Panicking, clearly.
Well,
Panicking! I'm panicking!
thankfully, that's a free action.
Thanks!
I got you.
Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay.
Damn, we're
okay,
gonna have
okay,
a
okay,
player
okay.
die real early.
Oh no! No!
Gang dead.
Oh god, oh god.
You're
oh
still
god, oh
hidden.
God.
You could stick by whim and provide backup in case of anything going wrong.
That's
if you-
true.
If you
Wait,
cut
wait,
right
are they coming
across here-
towards me or are they
They
coming towards
are-
me in my general direction?
They are, well, one of them is like specifically coming towards you, and everybody else is basically following them.
Oh, great!
Goddamn
Probably
dragon
this one.
doggies. I hate them.
Yeah, Gardrix. They're
God.
like dogs, but dragons.
Yeah, dragon doggies.
Stupid
Cancel
dog!
them.
You stupid dog!
Stupid dog!
Oh,
You make me
God.
look bad.
Oh my god, don't these dogs know that they're over on Twitter? Hashtag Dragon Dogs are canceled.
Hashtag
Hey,
Oh
Dragon
god,
dogs are
I'm looking.
Dragon doggies are over party.
Okay, so if I just let them like come up to me and they find me, it's like, ah, what are you doing? They're gonna toss me, or are they gonna like just fucking kill me right here, right now?
well-
And this is just my end.
That's up to you to extrapolate upon.
Fuck.
Do you have a reason to be an expert on what a fanatical cultist to a evil dragon god does with people that they find?
Well, so far it
God.
appears that what they do is truss you up and stick you in the cave with the other prisoners. So
You've heard sacrifice before. I mean, that's a thing that they do.
Could I
They're
try
gonna
and be like,
sacrifice
oh
me.
whoops, and clumsy trip, and then just happen to drop an entire jug of oil on them that sets them on fire?
that's like one of those
Oh,
green.
no,
That sounds
I
like
mean,
one of
who
those
amongst
green text
us?
posts, like, you know, only instead of all the spaghetti or pasta on the floor, it's just like
a jug of oil. It lights up. Oh,
I was
whoopsie,
gonna
that's my,
drink
my
that.
dragon powers. Oh
alright,
no.
alright,
Oh
hold
geez,
on.
sorry. Oh
Fine.
man, I was saving that for later.
oh no,
This
my
is
my
when-
10-gallon
Oh,
jug
I'm
of
so
cum, where did it come
thirsty.
from? Oh god, no, it's everywhere. Jesus,
You
oh
was
god, this is
covered.
so embarrassing.
hey, dragon
Uh.
come. Excuse me.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You know, people pay good money for that stuff. I heard it's magical.
All right, so Miyu,
Like
what are
dragon
you
blood is
doing?
better.
You
I'm
think I would
trying to figure
travel
it
around
out.
with
I'm
horse
honestly
cum like
thinking
some
of just
peasant?
surrendering myself.
Well, it's an
Well,
option.
keep trying to hide. They've got your scent, but they don't have anything else.
Can I just stay where I am?
I mean, they would come and find
you-
you.
you
hide.
could,
Wait, don't
you
I have
could.
don't guess I hide as an action?
Yeah, you can
They
do it as
smell
a
you.
bonus action.
Queen.
Okay. I think I will hide. Yes, I will hide.
All right, are you gonna move?
No.
Okay. All right,
I'm
Wim.
shaking in my boots.
All right, Wim. So,
Yeah.
you are pulled aside. The
Stupid
red
bird.
wizard.
Don't look at chat, by the way.
I hate this. God.
Don't kick me out again. No.
Okay, whatever. God, I specifically need you for this scene. All right. So you are pulled aside, and you see the red wizard cast something.
Man, an identify spell would come in real handy right now,
Well.
wouldn't it? Or detect magic or something.
I have the
don't
tech
know.
magic.
Yeah, he casts something, and he kind of holds on to it. Like he's waiting.
Well, I can. Hold on a second.
What's a protective spell to save you from what happens when she gets a hold of you? Because otherwise you might split in half.
You can cast all the protection you want and won't save you from. Wait, hold on.
Otherwise you might
hold
get
on.
dragon pregnant.
It won't save you from my magnum dong.
It's my magnum dong. Detect magic has a somatic and visual component.
Yep.
Verbal.
I can cast Arcana, right, on what he just.
You
Yeah.
can.
Cast
Actually,
Arcana.
sorry. It's not Arcana. In this case, identifying a spell would be an ability check using your casting modifier. So, like, it would be a 1d20 plus your intelligence. And you have to equal 10 plus the spell level in DC.
Okay,
Turns out it's like a level.
I have to cast a
40 spell.
D20 plus my intelligence
Yep.
modifier.
Cast.
Yep.
So my intelligence modifier is 4.
Yep.
My D20.
Oh,
So a 14. Okay. You understand that he is holding on to the counter spell. It's a 3rd level spell. He seems to understand that you are a spellcaster. And he's basically waiting on you to try some shit.
If I cast Magnify Gravity, what happens when?
Well, counter spell just counters the spell.
What are the requirements for being able to counter a spell?
You just do it. You have to have a reaction available and a spell slot.
What if you don't see it coming?
Well, magnify gravity is
Point of
very hard
holding
to
on to
hide. If you had the
No,
sorcerer,
no. I'm not talking about Magnify Gravity.
if he has a line of sight to you, he can counter a spell.
Okay.
he's thinking about his cannon.
Hides behind. hides
Well, the
behind
cannon is not a
big
spell.
dragon lady.
It isn't?
Nope.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter then.
The Eldritch Cannon is an ability that you just have. You can use a spell slot, but it is not a spell.
Oh, also, I do.
Oh my God.
I do have Shield and Thunderwave. Now that I think about it, because they're artillery spells.
Yep.
Wimu, go
Yep.
into the tent. You don't have any other options.
Well, hold on. I haven't finished setting the scene. I was just letting him know
Yeah.
that
Go ahead.
the mage is casting the spell. So the first thing that happens is that the human looks you over and gives you a once over and says,
What a bitch.
where did you
Yeah,
get
get
those
him.
robes?
I bet this guy's a bottom.
I'll just say, the crone gifted them to me.
She kind of like nods slowly, says, and the ring?
I hold on.
I woke up with it on.
It's just been following me. I've been trying to get rid of it this entire time.
I woke up like this. Give me a second. Hold on.
Okay.
I was like, oh,
I need to
I
check
just
what
woke
my
up and it's been
deception skills
following me
are.
ever
Is it
since.
working?
I guess I'll
Oh,
use this
God.
opportunity.
If I were to say,
Oh God.
I've had it for as long as I can remember.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is true. That's
well,
not deception.
but you are aware that there is something that was recently added to it, which is not basically part of the ring.
Well, he didn't ask about that. He asked about how long have I had the ring. So I can tell him I've had it for as long as I can remember, and that's not a lie. I don't have to roll deception on that.
Roll deception.
Phrasing is important, Kagerou.
You are willingly withholding information. I'm not gonna lawyer this with you.
What am I gonna tell him? What color my underwear are? He didn't ask for it.
Oh well, okay.
I'm not withholding information if he didn't ask for it.
All right, roll persuasion then.
Wait, oh, it's a little better.
Well, I mean, either way, deception and persuasion do accomplish the same things, just the conditions are different. You're trying to get them to believe what you are saying. Even if you are telling the absolute truth, they can still call you a liar, even if they're wrong.
Right. True. Well, persuasion works better for me because I get an extra boost.
All right. I'll be a little careful on these next questions. More specifically, she points to the symbol and says, "Can you name the patron that grants this?"
I will say, I know not what it means, only that it occasionally appears on the ring, and I feel that it has great significance. These are all true. These are all true statements.
It doesn't occasionally appear on the ring, you moron.
Well, it just did.
It just did and has never before.
It has on at least one occasion appeared on my ring.
Either way, she shakes her head and says, "So you can't name the patron to whom this represents?" No. Okay. So
I say that very confidently, as if it's not a problem. No, I can't.
So she turns to Rezmir, and they communicate in Draconic briefly.
That'd be weird. I've got you now. I have no idea what this means. No, you gotta be like,
I have no idea. But I'm sure it's important.
Oh my god, this guy, you don't even know that they think you're destined or whatever. So you're just going with the flow here. Your character would not have this information.
Wait, no, you telepathically gave that to me.
Not that you were destined.
I specifically said that I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, no. Either way, my response is still the same.
Well, yeah. It's funny how it works out.
The tone.
All right. So Rezmir turns to you and begins to speak in Draconic.
I shake my head sadly.
Wow, those sure are words.
Unfortunately, I have never learned Draconic.
All right.
Do you think she'd be like, that explains a lot, or would she be like, wow, this bitch, the audacity?
So
like the switch and the audacity of this bitch.
and then she snarls and says, "You have the great blessing of the black, but you do not have his tongue?"
Well, maybe they just weren't feeling very generous. You don't have to give me everything.
Okay.
No,
okay. All right, buddy. Oh, you're not going to say that?
No, that was a meta joke.
Well, all right. I mean,
but if you wanted to say it,
I'll say, all I know is that if I follow the crone, all will eventually be revealed to me.
You may roll persuasion again.
You're really hitching your cart to my wagon.
Because you're so far away, they'd have to walk all the way over there.
Well, yeah. Okay, let's
buy you time to set fire to the whole encampment.
What is that? All right. And what is your? Oh, you actually have the skill. Okay. And then you. Okay. Wow, that's actually pretty funny. The mage doesn't like Asbarajos. He doesn't really seem to react at all. Like, oh well, that's how it goes. He seems to totally believe it. The two in front of you definitely don't. And
make them argue.
Well, no. So the woman, the human, kind of says that, you know, the only ones who are capable of receiving the blessings of the dragon marks are already predetermined to be worthy of them. You would have to have dragon's blood in you.
I what if I said something like, it seems rather arrogant to assume to know all that the Great Mother intends.
Do you want to try that?
Can't wait to see.
Is that something that you actually say?
Let me phrase this.
Because that's important here.
Hold on. Well, hold on. So remember all the stuff that our captive buddy was blabbering about how mere humans could not begin to understand the machinations. Of the enigma of the Great Mother.
Yeah.
Say, I have been told that the plans and machinations of the Great Mother often defy our ability to understand.
All right, I'll get back to you in a minute. Miyu.
That is true.
I had an idea.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, would I be able to use mimicry to like mimic the what's her name? The fucking Resmir, and like get her to like say like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?"
Well, you probably could, but
You break self.
you not only that, but you lack the ability, because there's a specific feat for this, to throw your voice anywhere.
Fuck.
So they would hear her voice coming from, you know, that bushy area, even though they clearly know she's standing right here.
Oh, damn it, no! Oh, no, my
It'd be
idea!
a brilliant idea if you were
What
just...
if you could mimic the voice of Lennithon?
You have heard the adult blue dragon, but again, you would be aware that he is a big guy. If he is not soaring above you, which he is not, then mimicking his voice would be kind of weird, because it wouldn't be coming from a source that they could see.
I see. Oh, fuck.
By the way, water and posture check, people.
Ah, shit.
You know what? I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because Kiwi was mean to me.
Oh, little baby got his feelings hurt.
I did,
Aw.
okay? Really?
Oh, you gotta cry about it, huh?
I'm gonna... Alright, so anyway,
No,
what
I
are you
gotta
doing?
drink. I think I'm gonna stay put still and see what they do.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright, Crone Gang.
Yeah.
So, as you get closer, Crone, I assume that there was something that you wanted to do telepathically. Never mind. He's dead.
Dead.
Checking. God damn, it's already been 2 hours. Okay. Then we will loop right back to Wim. All right. Let me do that. Oh my God. Jesus. What were the odds? I guess 1 in 20. So, as you say that, the butt of Resmir's greatsword starts flying towards you, like she's about to strike you. But, as luck would have it, she not just misses, but kind of like lumbers forward in such a way that she kind of like moves past you, right? Like she put a bunch of strength behind it and then like clearly overshot. And she's somewhat...
Was she trying to hit me?
Yes. And missed with a natural 1. But she's clearly enraged by what you have just said. However,
that's what the dude said.
Yeah.
And you're not the dude.
However,
You're not stupid.
Both the wizard and the cult leader do not seem to like really understand what the big deal is. but Rezmir in specific is.
So you can still save it.
Can I put up my hands and take a step back and ask what has angered her so greatly? I merely am repeating what I've been told.
Okay. God, this is so weird. All right. So the cult leader kind of steps up beside you and says something in Draconic. And then they begin to argue. It's like a loud shouting match. There are multiple like fingers pointed in your directions, definitely accusatorily. Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
With accusation.
Yeah, they're mad.
Like, this would not have happened if you just told me what the fuck that symbol was.
Yeah. Well, they're arguing about it quite heatedly, and it looks like blows might be exchanged. The wizard, however, doesn't really seem to care.
That makes sense. That makes sense. He's a red wizard. Oh god.
Well, now that Psychic is here, Crone Squad.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna scoot closer to that guy.
Yeah, feel free to do so.
As I approach him, I reach out with my telepathic speech.
Okay, and what do you say to him?
I let him know in a series of impressions, less than speech, that he is, that we are here in disguise from the town, that we know he's trapped, and that we're gonna see what we can do to get him out.
Without verbally responding, he basically tells you, okay, like you can kind of see, though his hands are like a fist around the rope that's tied around his palms, he gives like a thumbs up and kind of nods his head, but he doesn't say anything.
But there are people nearby that would hear
though
him. And that would
behind him, like in between the cross that he's tied to and like the back of his body, you can see multiple daggers. And they appear to have been specifically cut to hide well. They're like holdout weapons. And he seems to be kind of trying to reach for one.
Oh. I kind of send him like a, hold on, wait a minute, what is this all about?
So once more, without speaking, he kind of shuffles. He sort of bends his back, or I guess he kind of extends his torso forward, as his like the heel of his boot kind of climbs upwards, and he seems to be trying to free one to drop into his hands. I mean, you can gather that he's trying to get himself free.
Okay.
Well, I clearly don't have any influence over what his decisions are, so I'm just gonna leave him and keep shuffling.
Okay.
Well, you were told to drop us off at him anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it here? I thought we were going inside the cave.
Oh
no, we
no.
were told to come over here.
The prisoners
okay.
are specifically meant for the sacrificial circle here.
All right, I guess that's where the sacrificial circle is. So I drop him off next to him, and I
Like as a small
get him
body.
get him there. They're all in chains.
Yep. You would understand that the basic thing to do here would be to attach the chains to the same cross. However, how you actually do this is up to you.
This is interesting because I don't want him, because if anybody comes over and investigates, they're gonna find that this guy's halfway free and the two that are chained up are not doing much, and then we'd have a big fight on our hands as they try to round up the prisoners, and then I probably wouldn't have any control over how they're stored this time, so I gotta get it right the first time.
It looks like shit's gonna hit the fan soon.
Well, I don't think so. I think there's intra faction conflict going on over in the other tent, and I don't know anything about it, but I do know that they're distracted, but they might not be distracted anytime soon.
Cool.
How many prisoners are there in the ritual circle?
Well,
Can I roll Arcana to see how many they might need?
Well, right now there are just the 3.
There's only 3 people?
Yep.
Where's the other batches? Are they doing multiple rituals?
Yep.
Wow, they really can't get this right, can they?
Well, many of them are kind of dumb. Also, just the nature. So, like, I mean, you can perform a ritual with a lot of people, but it's more or less meaningless, because depending on who you're trying to do the ritual for, a life is actually not terribly valuable.
Oh, that's great for them.
Right. You know
They are
offhandedly
totally insane.
that dragons are very materialistic. The actual bodies of people don't really mean that much. Of course, Draco Liches feel quite the opposite, but really,
Well,
the whole sacrificial thing is more of like icing on the cake.
then I sort of, oh man. I do kind of want to leave them milling around, but I think that would be too suspicious. Is there anywhere behind, what's his face, that would be sort of out of attention?
Well, this whole area is just like a
to?
flat plain. I mean, there's the cave, but
it's tough to decide whether I should go in the cave or not. It sounds like my pin would let me pull rank, but it might be too far away from my friends to help if something goes wrong. But inside the cave is probably where all the good stuff is, because I gotta get those eggs. What do you guys think that we should do? Weeb, this specifically concerns you, so I'd imagine that you should have some say.
Well, I thought you were just gonna, you know.
Well, I want to
be
give you
here.
something to do. Are you here to free the prisoner?
Oh yeah, I'm here to free the prisoner.
Well, what are you gonna do next?
Well, as soon as, you know, shit hits the fan, I'm gonna bust these chains. Big, strong boy.
Welcome to my world,
Huge
Psychic.
muscles.
None of these guys ever do anything. No fucking initiative.
Oh,
No, listen, my only plan is that I'm pretty much sure that shit's gonna hit the fan, so I'm prepared to fight. That's my deal.
Psychic, I'm glad you're here.
okay, hold on.
all right. We're gonna briefly cycle over to Scratch. The squad's getting closer. What's the plan?
I got none.
All right. So we gotta come up with a plan here, Weeb. Cause I don't want to just dump you and go off and do something else. I don't really have a choice but to leave you here, but is there some way that I can empower you to take actions on your own that would lead to something? Because there's too many people here for you to fight, so you need to do something else.
Well, you can be right here.
You are a wisdom-based caster, right?
I'm a wisdom-based caster. I have a wisdom of 17.
Let me take a look at all the wisdom-based skills. So you have insight, medicine, perception, survival.
Survival.
Crikey.
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 What if you... I mean, I don't think this would reflect badly on me if you somehow... Because you look very strong, correct?
Yeah.
What if you just, like, busted the prisoner out and tried to make an escape? How successfully do you think you could do that?
Well, you see, I was gonna bust out, then, our buddy here.
Without fighting.
Oh, without fighting? Oh. Yeah, no, I'm a fighter.
You're asking the wrong dude.
You're asking the wrong dude. I'm
Yes.
built for fighting. I'm not
He's
built for
bonk.
skill or anything like that.
He is truly built for the bonk. How's your strength?
15.
Do you think you could maybe make it up the cliff behind you?
As a note, these cliffs are very, very large. It's about 100 feet up. Because this is the bottom of the valley area.
Right.
Sorry.
Did you think of something?
I think I have. Kinda.
When we
Share your thought. Share your thought.
Well, no. let's keep things in order here. So once Weeb determines specifically what he's doing, like right now, then we'll go over to Miyu, then back to Win.
I'm gonna leave you here. I'm going to secure you. You look strong enough that you could bust it out. If I leave you and Annabelle here, that you could probably get yourselves all free. There's daggers. Even if you can't do it, this other guy's got some rope, some daggers or whatever.
Lathan's a tough dude. He saved me from bandits. I tell you about that.
Yeah, he's a pretty tough dude.
I owe him my life.
He looks like he can indeed get himself out if he just, you know.
He can probably get you guys out. I mean, you don't have your weapons, but
I have.
Maybe I could just leave, like, neglectfully leave them on the ground somewhere. Can I set them somewhere?
Yeah.
Do I have them?
Actually, well, you have most of them. They're kind of like put into a bag and like dragged along because having 2 sets of heavy armor just like on you is not ideal.
I can't carry these heavy things.
Right. So you have them though. And you can see like the other commoners that they're getting out. Like these tents appear to store equipment.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle over and leave the weapons here, leaning outside the tent. And then shuffle back. And you guys are gonna be here. And then that's all while they're talking. And then I'm gonna kind of move towards that cave.
All right, Weeb, are you doing anything in specific?
Oh, I am getting ready to bust these chains, man.
Well, you should probably try to weaken them and or loosen them. I've obviously done some of the work for you, but
yeah, I could try and do that.
Yeah.
Annabelle starts to reach for one of the knives on Leosin and cuts the rope that's holding him, and he nevertheless remains perfectly still.
Nice.
Okay, Scratch, you thought of a thing.
Would I be able to use my hempen rope and like tie myself up and just kind of sit and pretend like they just kind of forgot me?
You could. I don't know to what end you would do so, but you
I'm a little desperate here to do something that's not gonna end in a fight or me dead.
Well, I mean...
Well, there certainly won't be a fight if you're tied up.
Right, so like, you would basically be just surrendering yourself.
At this point, I'm just so fucking scared. I think it might just be better if I do that.
Is that what you want to do?
If it means I stay alive, then I will do so.
Well, I can't guarantee your safety one way or another.
Fuck.
Because again, you would be captured as a sacrifice to be killed.
As long as I'm not killed right away. I mean, wait.
Well.
Would I be able to see where Weeb and Annabelle are right now, or is that too far?
Hold
on. Can I see them from where I am?
Map is not updating. There it is. Okay. Go men. Sorry. Say again.
Would I be able to see like make out the figures?
Yeah.
Like
you can see them, not what they're doing, but you can see that they have been dropped off.
Are there any dead bodies there?
No, but there are bloodstains.
Then I can assume I will be just put there and not killed right away. I'm gonna trust it.
So that's definitely what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you surrender yourself?
Okay, I want to take my hempen rope and like kind of get my dagger and like kind of put like a few cuts in it, like make it look like I kind of like tried to like get myself out of it.
Okay.
And then kind of.
roll the performance skill for me.
Fuck.
Okay. Well, yeah, you put a few cuts in it, and I assume you otherwise tie yourself up and just kind of lay there.
Yep, that's the plan.
Alrighty. So
Oh,
they
there it
eventually
is.
sniff you out because you're not trying to be stealthy anymore. And they kind of talk among themselves, mostly in Draconic. And then the big armored dudes, they kind of look you over and they're just like, whatever. They shout a few orders.
Look or lick?
Huh?
Lick.
I heard lick.
I heard lick, but I chose to hear lick.
Okay. I'm not really sure
It's
how
a conscious decision.
how I managed to say that, but they look her over. Look him over, rather. And then they basically decide that it's like, oh, whatever. It's just, So they kind of fuck off. Here. The guard drakes go back to here and here.
Stupid
Kobolds,
dragon
however,
doggies.
These two kobolds, basically, one grabs you by your hood, the other by your feet, and they start dragging you. They are dragging you this way.
Ayo. Ayo.
Okay. Wim, these two women are arguing. Your boy over here is just, bruh.
Yeah, don't look at Twitter. Yeah, okay. So
Don't look at Twitter.
I'm probably. I mean, at this point, looks like they're arguing. So probably not gonna take another swing at me. I think I just continue to kind of play the hapless dude.
Okay. Well,
As usual.
after a moment, God,
Did you look at Twitter?
Surrounded by
I sure
yonder.
did.
Well, I told you not to look at Twitter.
I wish I hadn't. I should have just listened.
Oh,
God.
goodness.
Okay, so you're standing there. They're arguing at each other, and eventually, the human says something, and then Resmir sort of calms down, and looks at you, and says, "Do you hear them, or do you hear just one?"
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Cryptic.
Okay, she asks, "Do you hear them, or do you hear just one?"
Just one.
Okay. At
Interesting
that,
decision. Bold.
the human steps away, and Resmir raises her greatsword, and we will get to that in a bit.
He's about to die.
Well, he's about to be
Okay,
engaged
anyway.
in combat.
Back to me.
Well, not quite.
Can I roll? Do I have inspiration to say that? No.
No. All right. Actually, we don't really need. Go ahead and roll initiative for me anyway.
Wow, I love how you're in a fight with the three most powerful beings in this entire cult.
Well, you know what?
That was really a great idea.
That wasn't my fucking idea. I didn't have a choice. I was railroaded. Oh my god. Where's my initiative?
Hey, I'm not the one that put the fucking mark on your finger.
Choo-choo.
Oh, there it
Do you have any spells that might help you get out of this situation safely?
is. I mean, I got magnify gravity. I have.
You like
I
that.
can't catapult myself, can I?
Nope. It has to be an object.
Damn it.
5 pounds or
Damn
less.
it. What if I catapulted an object? I can't be what that's being carried. What if I catapulted and immediately grabbed onto it and used to fling myself away?
Well, if you use catapult to like force pull, you will hit yourself with the catapult.
Well, no, as in like away from me, but I keep a hold on the object. And
Cannot be worn or carried.
Yeah, so I toss it up in the air, cast catapult and grab like a strap on it or something. and
Not
fly away.
no. Not
Yeah.
how it works.
Fucking
Yeah, I have detect magic, fairy fire, magnify gravity, cure wounds, and catapult. So I have.
Well, I will
nothing.
tell you that neither the cult leader nor the wizard seem invested. They don't appear hostile to you. It's just the one.
Wait. Oh, hold on. Wait, he stepped away from me.
Yep.
Why don't I just step? Why don't I just step
Oh
towards
god.
towards him?
Okay.
As if, and just displaying my obvious confusion and fear that. Reznir
Sure,
trying
that
to
doesn't
mark
quite
me.
change anything, but you can do so. Okay, so on Rezmir's turn,
Oh, you know what? This could I have been able if I had sanctuary? Could I have cast it on myself?
you sure could have.
Wow, sure is sad that you.
Oh,
didn't
but
have that.
counterspell would have gotten rid of it.
It could have. All right. So, oh my God, it's rigged. Jesus. All right, she swings at you with her greatsword and misses.
Rigged.
It is now
Rigged GM.
your turn.
Fight, fight, fight.
World Star.
Peace was never an option.
Beast was never enough.
Woke up and chose violence.
My equipment. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out.
So you
What
stretch
if I
the bag
cover
of
myself
holding.
in oil?
Oh my god.
Okay, you
Oh my
you
God.
can do so as an action.
I rolled to seduce the dragon.
What would happen if I just stood here and said, "You leave me no choice," and I just covered myself in oil?
Oh god.
And then
Yeah,
slip and slide outside. Brilliant.
you can do so.
That wasn't. I wasn't asking if I could do it, because if I want to, I will. Whether or not you'll allow me. What I want to know is what kind of reaction should I expect?
You can expect to get punched again or hit.
Well, it would slide right off him.
Yeah, I'm covered in oil. Covered in
No.
So much oil that the U.S. government starts.
I'm
invading
afraid the
place.
rules on oil only apply to when it's lit on fire.
Maybe you should do that.
Maybe you should cover her in oil.
I don't think
and
I have
catch her
anything
on
to start a
fire.
fire with, actually. Oh, I do. I do have a tinder box.
Which also takes an action to use.
Yeah. Maybe they wouldn't recognize an alchemy jug.
The wizard might.
I'm going. What I'm gonna do is, I am going to, hold on, wait. What can be in the alchemy jug?
You already
They don't know it.
determined it was oil.
I know, but they don't know what I put into it.
Mm.
What if I just start drinking oil in front of them?
That's how you achieve bloat lord status.
Oh yes, I just turn into a bloat lord, like
And roll
20
away.
strength immediately. Oh, maximum
I was
AC.
thinking you could maybe roll away with your newfound roundness. Wait, you have
That
the
is-
maybe you could roll away.
Yeah, you know what I could cover the ring in oil.
Cover them in oil.
I'm going to pull. I'm gonna pull out my jug, and just
Mhm.
kind of hold it and
Mhm.
say, I don't understand what has angered you so. All I know is that I must not die until the time is right.
All right. She says something back at you in Draconic. Crone.
Well, she's
She
an
really
idiot.
doesn't believe you.
She already knows that I don't fucking know Draconic. God
Yep.
damn it.
She's just mad.
Miss Crone. Are you heading towards the cave?
Yes.
You could
Yes.
be joining the.
All right, you may get yourself that far when a veteran, or rather, when this guy kind of calls out to you, says, "Excuse me, you have He kind of looks over to like the battle, and he sort of looks back at you like, I don't think you have permission to go in there."
I'm determining whether it's a good idea to pull rank now or ask why not. Okay. I'm gonna say, well, why wouldn't I?
Oh, because Resmir has to be the one escorting you in.
Resmir's busy at the moment.
Kind of looks back.
Shouldn't I simply...
Listen, all I'm supposed to do is make sure nobody goes in there without her.
How should I go about this? Because I definitely want to go inside the cave. What's some duty that I could do in the cave that would be convincing? Because I don't know if I could convince him that I've been here multiple times and that it's fine if I go in there. Because clearly Resmir is the authority here, and no amount of badge flashing is going to be good enough. And if I flash the badge, that might even like make him suspicious, because obviously I should know better than to think that my badge would give me the authority to go against Resmir's orders. What else do I have? Maybe I could like annoy him with my spells. Can I see inside the cave?
Nope.
From where I am? Ugh.
Well,
There is a
Could
black
be.
curtain that has been placed.
could be right here. You could be understanding. Come back here, right, and be with those guys. They won't do anything because of your rank, but so that when we over here get out, and they'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" You can blast this guy. We run over here, grab our weapons, and take on the drakes right here. Should that ever need to happen?
I really need to get inside that cave, though. I don't think that helps me get in the cave. Phew, this is tough. I don't really have any spells for convincing them, and I can't think of a good, good excuse for why I should be inside that cave, because I don't know what's in the cave.
Besides the eggs.
Besides
Still
the
let us take
eggs.
orders.
Oh, I could. That's a good, and it wouldn't even be deception, because he literally did order me to go in there. Okay, I scoff. Resmir is not even the one I am obeying here. I am acting on the authority of Lennithon.
So he scoffs back and says, "Yeah, okay. Listen, just don't bother. Lennithon serves under us."
So rude. Okay. Well, I guess I've been outpersuaded. So I will head over back towards the prisoners, I suppose. But I will let my pseudo-dragon flip over to the wall
Okay.
and try to have it sneak in. I know it doesn't have natural stealth, but
Right.
it's small. They might miss it.
I will tell you that it will eventually get in.
Okie doke. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I have it can probably show me what it sees. So actually, would it be stealthy if I even let it out close to the cave entrance, or would they notice?
That's basically what's going on is while he's talking to you, he's looking at you. But as soon as you start to head back, he turns his attention this way. So you could have let your pseudo dragon go and then it flies in.
I'll do that. Let it
however,
slip and head back.
Looking through it makes you blind and deaf. As you basically you transfer your senses to your familiar.
Okay. Well, I'll just sit down and kind of stare at the prisoners.
Okay.
And do nothing for a little while.
Weeb, both you and Annabelle have been freed. However, you are also suggested to kind of remain in this position. Leosin said he has an interesting plan. And he explains that in these tents, there are a bunch of black powder barrels. They were intercepted by the cults, but they don't really have a use for it because none of them use firearms. But there is a lot of it, like a lot of it. And if they can remain here for basically the whole day, when the cult starts to sort of calm down and get ready to sleep, Leosin's been here long enough to say that there's only one patrol that's very easy to like sneak around. And you can basically light the whole place up like a huge firework.
Okay.
Does this plan involve saving me?
Well,
Leosin, my dude, can I ask you once again?
He can't really see behind him, so that's that. Is there anything that you want to do in specific? Because we're gonna be closing out here real soon.
I mentioned to him about the dragon eggs and how we're supposed to get those out too.
He nods and says that he too has heard such things, that there are blue, black, green, and red dragon eggs inside the cave.
Let me write that down.
And he also mentions that the cave is much larger than it might seem. Oops.
I tell him that
so far,
in order for the dragon to stop attacking the town, you have to get these eggs.
And he nods and says, it's good that you've managed to strike that deal.
Okay. I'm going with his plan.
Okay. So your plan is to wait till night. Annabelle agrees that it is the safest option. Scratch, you are being dragged by some kobolds into these tents. You're kind of just tossed into one, and you see a bunch of commoners. They are all tied to a single, like, basically it's like the trunk of a tree, right? It's a huge long log that has a bunch of chains going out to it, and they all collectively carry it. And the kobolds are about to tie you to it as well.
So you know Wim's plan to shit in the bag of holding. Lennithon's plan was to shit in the bag of commoners.
Oh my god! I was thinking like, what if I like fucking like shit myself right now? What would these kobolds do? Would they like drop me or something?
No, they wouldn't really care.
What would happen?
They wouldn't care.
Just throw a huge tantrum and
I mean,
be like, I'm gonna shit myself.
They're kobolds. They do that too.
Oh, damn it.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait. So they're gonna put me in this tent, they're gonna tie me up, and then they're gonna fuck off?
Yep.
Okay, what is this?
Shit myself.
What
And
is
the kobolds
this
are like,
here?
I'm gonna shit
So
myself.
this is a group of commoners that are similarly tied to like the trunk of a tree, and they are being led somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I see.
G Wim's influence. Wim, you convinced Lennithon with your plan to take
Wait a minute. If I just
Wait,
sit
Lennithon
here in
or
this
Leosin?
tent and
Isn't it Lennithon?
Yeah, Lennithon.
Okay. Oh, no, I can't remember if we're talking about the dragon or the dude.
Oh, not Leosin. Leosin shit himself too, but that was like different. That was separate.
But that was different.
Not related. Just
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So Leosin's plan is to wait until night, set off all these like barrels, and like set this
he
place
has
ablaze.
told Weave this and nobody else. Well, and Anna.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to confirm.
Yeah, there's basically a
well, at
bunch of
least, like,
black
what's
powder in here that he plans to ignite and cause a huge explosion.
Would this affect all the tents? Because I'm kind of stuck in a tent right now.
Well, you don't know that. Since you don't know the plan, there's no way that Scratch would be able to account for
Does
that.
Scratch see any black powder barrels?
Scratch sees barrels.
I'm fucked then. Great. Awesome.
Well, you know what? Acceptable.
Well, you know, guys, it was nice knowing you. I'm gonna start rolling up a new character. We'll probably be ready for the next session.
All right.
We're gonna start rolling up a new character. What about me?
Do you do anything to resist the kobolds tying you up?
If I were
They
to
are
like,
pretty stupid.
if I were to try killing both of them right now, I would be noticed.
Not necessarily.
Not immediately.
If you were able to kill both of them in a single round, one shot each, I mean, you'd basically be killing them before they had an opportunity to scream.
Roll perception to see if you can. If
Aren't
they
you
look
like the
weak
Kobold
enough to.
Slayer though?
Yeah,
So-
I am.
Yeah, no. Her Scratch's minimum damage will one-shot kobolds.
Well,
Yeah.
Scratch's
Kobold
minimum damage on Scratch's first attack minimum kills a kobold. But if you are two-weapon fighting, you don't add your dex mod or strength mod to damage. Which means that you would be rolling a 1d4, which would not kill a kobold. Unless it was previously injured.
Okay, so rocks fall.
Well,
Rocks fall
on
in
the
the kobold,
kobold.
and they just die.
And they
Oh my
just die.
goodness. Can I like kick one? No, I'm not gonna. I don't want to aggravate them. I don't want to aggravate them, so they like tie me up tighter than they should. You know, I think I'll just let them do what it is, and I feel like I have the means to get out of just some rope, right?
well, that depends. Yeah, well, I mean, assuming you don't resist.
It's just rope they're tying me up in, right? Not
Well, so
anything,
all
like,
of the
fancy.
commoners are in chains, like specifically metal chains. Well, the kobolds are using the rope that you had, because I mean, well, shit, it's
Okay,
there.
so it wasn't like too tattered up. It was still still usable.
No. I mean that's why your performance check was necessary.
I see.
Okay, so if it's just
Okay.
rope,
If it's
You know,
if
change
it's
the
just
thing.
rope, I could totally like maybe like fiddle around with it, use my dagger, cut it up. Cause it's still slightly cut up, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's a lot of rope. I mean, really, the rope that you have, I think, is 100 feet of it. But it seems unfeasible for you to use all 100
How
feet.
long is 100 feet? Hold on, how do I?
Too long.
Hold on. Man, can't have shit in this house. Okay, fine. I will just let them tie me up and put me in this thing.
Sure. So they tie you up, and the one that does it actually does a pretty good job, even though they have scrawny little muscles that can barely lift like anything bigger than themselves. He actually ties a pretty good knot. Definitely better than the average person could do. Not by, it's not like impossible. You could try to get out, but basically the DC is like higher than it would have been normally because he rolled quite well. And you are now attached to this. You are at the front of this log. And then they fuck off.
I see. Can I do anything right now, or?
You can do a singular thing, depending on what it is.
Have you ever had someone like grab you and like say you're wearing a shirt and like you can like wriggle out of the shirt like while they're holding the shirt because like you like slip. I don't know how to explain it.
I kind of get what you're asking, but like
would I be able to do that with my cloak? Because I have my cloak still on.
Right, but you are tied at your wrists. Your clothes aren't like.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Not. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen
Mhm.
like the whole prisoner to the tree trunk thing. Basically, they all have circular chains around their wrists that are attached to a log. This is sometimes used in modern prisons too. It's like the older style of a chain of prisoners.
Yeah, I see. I know what you mean. I know what you
Right.
mean.
The only difference is that
would I
you're
be
attached
able
by rope.
to what's my range like for moving my arms? Because I'm assuming I'm just bound at
very
the wrist.
little.
Shit.
Because the log is, well, heavy.
What about like from my shoulder? Can I not move my arms from my shoulders or like side
I mean,
to side?
you can rotate, you know, your like forearm and elbows. You can't really move your hands.
But can I move my shoulders? At
Yeah.
least? Can I? Because I'm assuming the way my hands are right now, are tied up, is the base of my palms are like touching
Facing each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Would I be able to like, because I'm doing it right now and I feel like it's possible. Can I like maneuver my hands and like reach for my dagger?
You could. I would
Can I
require
roll for
a
it?
sleight of hand roll.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Please don't fail me now, please.
Okay. You are able to grab your dagger by kind of moving your hips forward and then like dropping the log a little bit to get closer, and then you grab it. You have it, and then next round you'll need another one if you want to cut your own bindings, because you are holding a dagger, but kind of rotating your tied wrists in such a way to actually cut them, especially through a knot, through like hemp and rope, is not easy. So we're gonna go to Wim. Yeah, Resmir is going to go at you again. This time she still fucking missed. It wasn't a natural 1, it was a natural 2. I'm very upset.
Rocks fall.
Bitch has
Jesus.
a
Why are you so upset?
How?
Are you trying to kill me here?
No, I'm trying to knock you the hell out. Because
It's the dragon cum post, isn't it?
Well,
it's because I posted the dragon cum.
a little. But either way, she misses. It is now your turn.
So these two guys are still doing nothing.
Yeah, they are actively moving away from you. Like, yo, dude, this is your business.
All right, just kill her, murk her, do something.
What would happen if oil got into her eyes?
Well, you would have to make a called shot, to like throw it specifically at her head. I guess I would give her disadvantage on attack rolls for a little bit.
And then you light her on fire.
Okay, counterspell just cancels my spell one time, right? And it's used up.
The reaction is used up and the spell slot. That is what it does.
If I were to run, that's attack of opportunity, right?
Yep. You are in melee range.
Okay, what was that you said about a called shot?
You basically roll a disadvantage.
To splash oil in her face?
Specifically at her face, yeah. Splash
What
oil
if,
on.
what if it's just at her in general?
It would just be.
What if you tried to splash it on her sword so that she drops it?
It would also be a cold shot. But no, just splashing it on her. I believe it's just a ranged attack, which I guess would still be a disadvantage because you're in melee. But
Well, I mean, I'm just uncorking this and going whoosh.
Yeah. And the action, basically it's like they're so close they can, like, again, push your arm out of the way, right?
Well, oil still would go everywhere.
Okay.
It would be so.
Let me look at the alchemy fire. Oops. Alchemist's fire.
I want to make, like, I want to try and convince them, like, I don't want to have to fight them, right? Because I'm under the impression that we're on the same side, right? But when they see that they're covered in oil,
Actually, you would throw it.
you know.
It must be treated as a thrown weapon.
Okay, what would the roll for that be then to hit?
You are unproficient, so it would be 1d20 plus your dex.
All right, I'm gonna do that as my action.
Okay.
Keep in mind, my Eldritch Cannon is still kind of it's tiny size, so it's on me and it has the ability to move.
Yes. Yes, it does.
It's hidden under my cloak or whatever. I am going to use my action to try and splash oil on her.
Okay.
All right, 1d20
Plus your dex.
Dex is 2, I think.
16.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay.
Anything with your bonus action?
So I'm gonna say, you know, I implore you to reconsider. You know, I'm on your. You know, I am no enemy of yours. But if you force my hand, I will carry out my duty.
She doesn't seem to say much, but her mouth does open, and you can see the telltale sign of a breath weapon coming.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So bonus action then is my Eldritch Cannon.
Eldritch Cannon? Okay. Okay.
Flamethrower.
Now I need to do a few things.
It's not a spell, so counterspell can't stop.
Yeah. I know. I need to look up
I'm assuming
oil.
there's bonus damage because they're covered in oil.
There is, and that's specifically what I'm looking for. Let's see. Shattering and make a ranged attack.
I'm just thinking, none of us know what's going on in there, so I am literally, my little old lady is just sitting there staring at the ground.
Sitting on the ground, twiddling your thumbs.
What a wonderful day.
I'm like fighting
is.
for my life over here. You guys are just chilling.
4, 8.
Yeah, you guys are hanging out. I'm in a fucking
damage.
tent. Wim is trying not to die.
Me, Annabelle,
Bruh.
Leosin, and Crow are just chilling.
Okay.
And I'm not close enough to use telepathy.
Sure enough, she bursts into flames. Before you even.
Also, hold on a second.
anything
Hold on a
else.
second. Okay, that's probably it probably wouldn't reach the tent.
Yeah, I thought about this, you son of a bitch. Okay. Roll the.
You asked.
Throw
You
the
asked.
Eldritch Cannon. Roll the Eldritch Cannon damage, please. And I understand that it's a dex save for half.
Hold on. Eldritch Cannon damage is. Let's see, flamethrower. It is
2d8.
Yeah, it's a dex save. It's 2d8.
Okay, and then save for half. Okay.
Whoa! Max damage.
So you see her bring up her sword, and you feel like the cursed energy that kind of runs over and sort of washes over her. She doesn't seem to dodge like all of the effects, but she definitely could have been hit harder by them. Okay.
Do you have any maybe stopping power spells?
And that is where we call the session.
Okay.
Because it
No,
has
I
been
don't have
2
Can my
hours.
familiar
and-
make it into the cave?
I have magnify gravity, but I can't cast it because they'll counterspell. Or I guess I could try it, but it would take another action.
Your familiar did make it into the cave, but for the time being, we move back over here. The entertainment this time was quite low. Man, whatever.
Man.
I think it was very exciting. We got a lot done.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna close up then. All right, no, not yet.
Obviously, you guys didn't level, but we are going to. You made it for the end, yeah. Honestly, sometimes I feel like sessions could afford to be longer, but I don't want to. I know that everybody has schedules, and it's like kind of lame to be like, no, I'm gonna trap you here for 5 hours.
5 hours.
Oh God.
Yeah, my dad came in the middle of it. And he was like, "Yo, you busy?" And I'm like, "You know, I'm streaming right now."
All right. So
I think, yeah, we could probably have like schedules for the start and end, but I understand that cuts into our roleplay ability.
well, so that's always the like issue that I think is just generally difficult to balance. I mean, I feel like the moment where I'm like, okay, you can't roleplay is like kind of counterintuitive. Because there's no real reason. And, you know, honestly, you guys faff about a lot. Not that it's a bad thing, but...
Oh, it is.
Well, I mean, basically, as long as you're having fun, then that's what matters. Yeah, I
We're
was...
putting on a performance for our viewers. You guys need to
For the
make it exciting
content.
for them.
For the content.
Yeah, I was about to shit
Content.
myself. I'll have you know. I was thinking about it.
Right.
I was thinking about it. I'll have you know.
I love how I've influenced this entire party.
I hate you a little
No,
bit more.
It's a
Alright,
little,
well,
it's a
I'll be
little
right
tactic
back.
I've learned.
I'm going to
in,
the
um,
A
bathroom.
little tactic that I've learned. I've
It's a
learned
little
how to
tactic
shit myself for
learned.
attention.
Unfortunately, it's
no,
not.
I've
It's
heard
not.
shit myself to disgust people.
Yeah, it doesn't really work against cultists, who basically do that anyways.
Damn, what a shame.
These aren't really civilized people, you know.
Like you'd shit yourself in front of the kobold, and then kobold would just shit itself for dominance. Like, oh, you think you're the only one that can do that?
Yeah.
My shit's so much bigger
I
than
used to
yours.
play a lot of sessions that were 7+ hours. Yeah. So my group that I play with runs from 8 to 12 hours. We play for a long time, and we play 2 times a week. And as you might imagine, our sessions have a lot of things that are done. Typically, the average party does like 1 chapter of this game like per session. So like the whole attack on Greenus would have been 1 session. Doing the whole mission thing, this camp should have been 3 sessions. But I think that's a little disingenuous because those are parties that don't roleplay, you know. They don't interact with each other. They don't spend really any time like thinking about their options and stuff like that. They just kind of do thing. And I don't know. Some people enjoy that kind of stuff, and other I'm not really a huge fan. So I never want to step in and be like, all right, guys, you know, let's speed this up a little bit. But I definitely want to start to like reduce the amount of, I guess they would call it table talk. Essentially, when it's somebody's turn, only that player should really be talking, unless another player is directly in the scene. So like, for example, Crone and Weeb, they basically share a turn. But, you know, if Miyu is like, guys, what do I do? They can't answer you because they're not there. I can answer you because I have to. But ultimately, your decision needs to be yours.
Okay, I didn't even realize that that's how you wanted to do it.
Well, yeah,
figured
I mean,
we were all
I
working
hadn't really said anything about it, which is why I'm doing so now. I don't think it's a big problem. It's just something that I'd like to do, again, because we only play for 3 hours. So it's kind of meant like, well, I don't think that's really a big problem. Most people here are like new to D&D. Or at least their experience is not, you know, like immense or whatever. So I don't really care. I know it's like often a big deal to try and keep track of like all of your abilities, what the enemy may or may not do, you know. So I don't want to be like, no, you can't do that. You can't be helpful. That's impossible. Everybody has to die. Because
Everybody has to die.
Yeah, that's not my ordeal. I know, Wim. I know you have it on the tip of your tongue. You are not going to die from this. I just can't hit you. I swear to God,
Damn right I'm not. You can't.
If
I
you
am gonna cover them with
somehow
so
win,
much fucking
if
oil.
you somehow win this fight, I have to rewrite the whole campaign. I don't know if you want me to explain
right,
why, but
All right, bet. No, I guarantee it's like this is like an important character for later or something.
well, no. The problem is that if you, so you're fighting a boss for the next chapter.
Oh.
But what
All right, bet.
what
roll max
specifically
damage, Matt, and grab
what
me.
specifically they're arguing about? God, if anybody had Draconic, it would be the funniest thing. Again, I can tell
Can we
you
learn
now.
about it when the chapter is over?
I want to know now.
Well,
No, I don't want to know until it doesn't make mechanical.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter mechanically then.
well, yeah. Because
Write
yeah,
it down so we know.
well, I will tell you, if you beat Resmir, if you kill her right here, it changes the whole campaign. Specifically for you, and it doesn't necessarily ruin things, because I'm pretty sure the way that you respond to it will basically just make everything work out anyways, but it's not something that's ever happened to me before. All of my previous parties have basically, everybody is dressed up as cultists, but what happens is they basically just get captured one way or another. And thus far, nobody's been able to put up a fight against Resmir because she has a +9 to hit. Imagine my amusement when she can't roll higher than a 12. I cannot believe it, but that's what it is. And you did no small amount of damage, even though she dodged.
Well,
Oh,
that's
so
exciting.
so it was half damage. It was dex.
Yeah. She took half damage.
Well, I mean, I'll say it for meta. I rolled maximum damage from flamethrower on top of whatever bonus damage it is from.
Right.
The oil,
So if she had not dodged, that would have been close to a quarter of her HP.
that would still only be a quarter. What the fuck? So much health.
She's thickums.
Yeah.
She is
So
thickums.
they are CR5 enemies. They are close to triple digits HP.
All right, bet. Well, you know what? It's a 2v1 fight. I got flamethrower, and I got my cantrips and my 95 gravity.
Listen, when Kagerou's giving you a chance by not having the other two step in.
Well, no. What's funny is the reason they're not stepping in is what makes this whole thing hilariously just God. It's just weird.
Are they afraid?
Write it down because I want.
We'll
I
find
want
out
the
later.
deets.
Well,
After I kick her ass, I want the deets.
I'll let you know. Do you want me to tell you, regardless if you win or lose, just after the encounter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Jesus.
Question, and that question is, what circumstances would prompt us to learn a new language?
You would train it as though it were a skill or tool. It takes 160 days, 8 hours per day studying.
Okay.
What if we just find a scroll
do it.
of learn Draconic?
Well, there is the spell comprehend languages.
I'll do it. I'll start right now.
It's a first level spell. You can
Can I,
buy scrolls and stuff of it.
Can I get a teacher from the camp? Be like, teach me Draconic.
Not from the camp. From a
Think
city,
Win is a
sure.
collaboration of the group truly concerning.
All right. So briefly, I want to go around to all four of you. We'll start with Psychic. What do you think of the session?
Had a great time. I feel like my Swamp Witch is really accomplishing great things in this world. I think that we're reaching the conclusion of this chapter, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. I can't wait to find out what's inside that cave.
It's a whole ass dungeon.
Oh boy. And they won't even let me in?
Nope.
Don't they know I'm gonna get lost?
Well, all right, Weeb.
Oh, it was a slow, but absolutely fantastic session. Especially with Wim and the fucking 3 people.
Like, I just feel like a child who's been brought to the principal's office, and I have no idea what I did wrong.
And they're all talking in Spanish, too.
You almost shat yourself.
Yeah. Almost shot myself out of fear. You know,
Now the
normal.
principal is throwing hands.
Nothing different.
All right, Wim.
Yeah, like I just said, I felt like I had a chance to just kind of play it along, but apparently that one instead of multiple really just
I promise you, the circumstances that are happening are only possible because of Crone. I swear to God, I did everything in my power not to let this happen, but it did. And I can't do anything else without literally just retconning it. Let me tell you, that symbol that she put on your ring is real funny. Real funny.
Maybe I shouldn't have done it, but
you should have fucking explained it to me.
Okay.
I don't think that would have influenced your answer to the question that got you attacked, so.
Well, it would have influenced whether or not I put it on my ring.
It's just...
You think I'm telling you nothing? I'm not telling you nothing.
Alright, so, Miyu.
Man, when they were approaching me, I was actually getting big fucking anxiety. Like that fucking, like, my hyperventilating, that shit was real. I was like, oh god, this is where I die. I'm gonna get rid of Scratch.
Well,
I grew so attached to him and everything.
So, what I was sort of trying to nudge you towards is the way that your abilities work is that you can move and then stealth again. So I was kind of surprised that you just stood there.
I was mostly like shocked at like oh shit, they're coming.
Not
like because
clearly.
it's like once someone is like approaching me, like, and they know I'm there, I'm like, oh fuck, I can't do anything now.
Well,
they
right.
know I'm here.
And the reason I specifically described one of them saw you and everybody else was following, which means if you manage for that one to lose the trail, then nobody knows where you are.
Yeah, I tried to like help you out there, and you didn't listen to me, so.
I am very. It's because of Mew's small, smooth brain. That's exactly it.
Okay.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, just so you know, you're very good at hiding. Statistically speaking, none of them can find you. But in the interest of fairness, whenever you roll, I roll for them. You can't take passives because, like you said, it's a strenuous situation. But rogues are uniquely capable of being mobile. You can hide, go twice as fast, or get out of melee combat as a bonus action instead of a main action, which is what makes rogues like so mobile. It means that in the average turn, if you were to just want to run, you go 90 feet around. Nobody could catch up to you unless they were like a flying monster. So if you really wanted to get out of there, even if they saw you, you definitely could have.
Damn. Man. Well, I mean, now I have a new puzzle to figure out.
Sure. And yeah, it's the place that you were taken is amusingly also a good spot for you to be in. You just need to get out of it.
However, could probably make it into the cave.
Yeah, my intention,
that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
The way that the campaign assumes that this plays out is you deal with the camp, and then once all the cultists are gone, one way or another, then you all go into the cave.
If only that guy wasn't such a bitch about it.
Well, he was specifically described to say you can't do that. However, that is all the time that we have. So, I will bid you all to once more do the outro for all of our marvelous viewers who stayed here more or less the whole time. I'm surprised.
9 of them.
No, like actually, this is kind of crazy. You guys need to like do something
Go
with
life.
yeah, like God, get out, go outside. Good Lord.
They
Get a
probably have
hobby.
us on in the
Goodness.
background.
I mean, I guess it's
that-
cold. Well, see,
or
no,
maybe, like, playing
that's the
for their
thing.
parents.
YouTube doesn't count people who aren't actively looking at it as a viewer. So somebody
Just
must.
say the line already.
Oh my God! Fine. Hot's Kagerou.
Kagerou.
All right,
Damn.
Later, nerds.
Man.
Okay.
Man.
I've been blowing off my family for long
Man.
enough. I'll see y'all later.
All right,
Alright,
see ya,
the
dude.
dragon
I-
seduces
Oh
you.
my
Bye bye. Man, that was
Alright,
quick.
Wim,
Well,
I
I'm gonna
s-
hop into another stream.
All right.
Goodbye.
Yeah. My dad needs to talk to you, so I'm gonna head out.
Oh my God! You're dropping like fucking flies. Good Lord. Sleep time. All right, get out of here.